It's time for the new Jer meltdown.
It's every day, by the way. That's every day.
So this is crazy.
Okay.
From these guys who are telling us they're the Christian, moral, righteous role models of the world. This is one of the most shameful and disgusting things I've ever seen in my entire life. Such a shameless and pathetic grift that I don't even think Facebook mega boomer grandmas would even fucking fall for this shit.
Okay.
They would even find it distasteful. Listen to this. Listen to what he says here.
Okay. On a Charlie Kirk video.
Here from the recording, a massive win for Charlie Kirk yesterday. Smash that like button if he's staring down.
Oh my God!
Scumbag liar, retard alert! Retard alert! Retard! Smash that like button if he's staring down from heaven. So if you don't hit his like button, if you don't hit his like button there, then what is Charlie in hell? You've profited enough off of Charlie Kirk's death, you fucking scumbag.
Hang on 1 second.
What? And enjoying the fact.
Okay, it was doubled up from on your audio, but yeah, whatever. Go ahead.
Okay. Play it again.
Yeah.
Play it again.
Jeremy here from the recording, and a massive win for Charlie Kirk yesterday. Smash that like button if he's staring down from.
What if you don't? Is he in hell?
Well, that's what I'm saying.
You know what I mean?
No, but it's just so pathetic.
That's actually crazy.
It's so disgusting, buddy. We know by his faith in Jesus Christ that he's with his ultimate comforter, his ultimate mediator, his savior, Jesus Christ in heaven. We don't need to smash the like button as though the like button somehow will influence God's eternal judgment. For you to make such statements as these, you have no fear of a living and wrathful God. It's all just a big joke to you. It's all just a big grift to you to fucking milk for engagement and support. It's disgusting, Jeremy. We rebuke you in the name of the King of Kings, Jesus Christ. Shut your fucking pie hole.
And you remember last week, I showed you the clip of him on the Worst of Jer telling people, so animals were being abused. And he said, for every like, a dog will be saved from the abuse. How the fuck do you grift on dying animals and now God? Oh, it's
in the state of Charlie Kirk's eternal soul. Like,
what?
This is so pathetic. This is the sort of thing you would see on Facebook. You remember the memes on Facebook where it's like, my child will like, and it's Jesus. And then Satan's like, my child will ignore. Do you know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about? One like is one prayer.
Or it was like, oh, share this to 10 people or Jesus won't look after the soul. And you're like, oh, I got to send this. Buddy, this is crazy. How the fuck is he? And look at him here, by the way. Folks, look at his face. This is the most pale looking fucking man. Look at him.
He looks sickly. He looks like he's dying. But this is the wolf in sheep's clothing that comes upon the devourer, that comes upon the sheep in the flock and devours them, that destroys them, that pretends that he's a Christian so that he can steal your money. That's what this is. Straight up.
Buddy, if he was like I bet you he wishes he was a straight up thief
he thinks,
at this point.
By the way, this is how low he thinks of you out there that are Christians and believers and that call upon the name of Jesus Christ as your personal savior. He thinks that you're stupid. He thinks that he can rob you blind. He thinks that he can grift in this shameless and transparent fashion, and you'll still support him from any and all attacks, no matter how degenerate or disgusting or depraved he will be, because he's a member of our tribe. No, you're not. No, you're not. If you were, you wouldn't act like this. What did Jesus say to us? We will know a tree by its fruits. This is not fruit of a plentiful and productive tree. This is the fruit of a diseased, rotten tree that is poisoning the flock. I rebuke Jeremy Hambley and his blasphemy. We'll rebuke Chrissy Mayer and her blasphemy, Melanie Mack and her blasphemy today. These people are fucked. This is God's wrath coming upon them. Let's be real.
Look at this, by the way, Ash. Look at this. At his hoodie here. He's lost one of the strings What a fucking retard.
He's a bum.
Enjoying
That's the worst thing he's done.
the fact that Tyler Robinson's desperate plea to get cameras blocked from the trial has been rejected.
Good.
What a fucking bum. He's
Okay.
such a bum.
So I just wanted to show that right off the bat, just to show people what we're dealing with when they cower behind the name of Jesus for their crimes. So for those of you who haven't seen it, Jeremy Hambley did a live stream back in 2020 or 2021. I forget when exactly, where he was going around a Renaissance fair, filming women's cleavage, making disgusting sexual comments in front of children. There were mothers at the event with their kids that pointed out to Jeremy, hey, my kids are here. This is a family event. And he didn't care. He just kept perving, making creepy comments, trying to film up women's skirts, down their shirts.
She has kids. She's down to fuck in front of the kids.
Filming women's feet, making creepy comments about their feet, etc., etc. Well, finally, Jeremy Hambley was brought to justice. The Ren Fair creeper. There's been wanted posters out there, wanted dead or alive for the Ren Fair creeper. Finally, he was captured and brought to justice, banned permanently for life
We have the full
from the
version,
Renaissance Fair.
Oh.
I don't know what happened there. If we zoom in, we can. There we go. There we go. Jeremy Hambley has been permanently banned from entering the Bristol Renaissance Fair and or any Renaissance Entertainment Productions venue in any capacity. And they basically run all of the Renaissance fairs throughout the entire Midwest, like the one in Chicago, he's banned from as well. So he's now going to have to fly if he wants to go to any sort of Ren Fair of any sort of quality. And that's what he deserves. And this is one of his favorite things to do, by the way. This is something he does with his wife every single year. And he now has to explain to his wife why he isn't allowed to go with her to the Renaissance Fair, because they've put up a picture of his face at the front gate that says to the security guards, do not allow this man to enter. He is a sexual pervert. Okay? That's what Jeremy Hambley has reaped from his sowing. That's the fruit of Jeremy Hambley's rotten spiritual tree. And he gets what he fucking deserves. Doesn't it suck to get banned from something, Jer? Doesn't it suck to have something that you really enjoyed taken away from you?
I made one joke.
This may be the first thing taken away, but I assure you it won't be the last. And unless you change your ways, Jeremy Hambley, your eternal soul will be ripped from you and cast straight into the lake of fire where the flame is never quenched and the worm never dies. Everlasting punishment and suffering awaits you unless you go to rehab and fix your life.
Buddy,
so
he's going to be in hell. Let's be fucking real. Okay, here we go.
So YouTube has responded to our editor's tweet. Flaked put out nearly 1 month since the clip channel was taken down. And I still get this. When I check YouTube Studio, anyone else have to wait this long when requesting a review? It usually takes 2 business days. You see there in the appeal. By the way, what's up with YouTube's corpo slop art? Is that not a cock and balls? Look at it.
Wait, that's actually a dick and balls.
Is that not actually just a cock and balls? Like, holy, they're really showing us what they think of us, right, folks? But seriously, like there's something rotten in the state of Denmark. There's something that doesn't add up here, folks. Why has this appeal been frozen in limbo? YouTube said our team is taking a closer look to ensure we provide the best resolution. Thank you for your patience while we finish our review. So Quartering, realizing that he may lose everything because at this point, he's destroyed his entire career to simply take down a YouTube clip channel of somebody making fun of him, okay? And if that gets restored, I think it may be the day of the rope max for old Jer, sadly. But He then comes in, please, baby Jesus, unban them. Surely the wrongful, unending harassment will stop after. They were not banned for harassment. It was ban evasion. So maybe YouTube was wrong. So basically what he's doing here is he's threatening once again that if we do get the channel reinstated, he'll then be flagging us for harassment. Is it harassment to rebuke a so-called Christian brother that's sinning against you and is clearly in the wrong? Because that's what this is. And listen, we don't attend church with this guy because, let's be real, he doesn't actually attend church. No. He attends virtually from his couch while he lectures all the rest of us about what sort of media we're allowed to consume. Okay. But if we were, then we would go with 2 witnesses before the eldership and confront him with our grievances against him. But since he's not actually a Christian, we have to confront him with the tools available at our disposal. And the tools that we have available at our disposal is this platform at Kick, our voices, our eyes and ears to see what he's done wrong, and our voices to rebuke him for what he's done wrong. And apparently, if you mock and criticize somebody, it's harassment. Well, this is a completely different standard for harassment than Jeremy Hambley of the Quartering had for his entire career. He was going after people ruthlessly. Back in the day, every single one of Jack Murphy's tweets, he was dropping Jack Murphy's sex tape, the full thing, on every single tweet. He did 200 videos on Brie Larson alone.
283.
Okay?
283. By the way, Ash, the arrows are up here now. Let's fucking go. Thanks, chat.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks, chat. Thank you, Indians, for moving it to this side. All right.
So this guy goes, it's my understanding they weren't ban evading. Am I wrong? And Quartering doesn't say anything. He's okay, then let them be restored.
Okay. Obviously, he got my channel banned 30 minutes before the main channel, before the clip channel was banned. Because he said that, I was banned, and then I linked my YouTube, and then he took that and got his YouTube rep to have it removed. Okay? So obviously, and by the way, I didn't own the channel.
Take down the clip channel.
I didn't own the channel either.
We didn't own the clip channel, and I'm still not banned.
Exactly.
So it's just complete fucking bullshit what's going on, and he knows it, but he has connections, he said. So he got it pulled. So there's Andy thanking Team YouTube for taking a look at the Kino Casino clip channel. Now, I know a lot of people have said, you should sue YouTube or sue Google or sue Quartering or this or that. Listen, we're not going to be pursuing any sort of legal remedy until we actually go through the full appeals process with YouTube and actually get an answer. Because if we start launching litigation at this point in time, it could jeopardize the appeal. Ideally, what we would like is just to get our clip channel back.
That's it.
And for Jeremy Hambley to take some level of accountability for the things that he's done. That's really it. And all of this can come to a fucking end because it's getting crazy. And every day it gets crazier and crazier and crazier. And more people get affected. And Jeremy Hambley doesn't care because his precious ego is the most important thing to him. The most important thing to him is that he never loses face, that he's always seen as winning endlessly and never taking an L. I'm sorry, Jeremy, you have to take this L. You have to hold this L. Not just because it's obvious that you've lost at this point, but for the good of the broader community. And you will hold this L one way or the other. It's just going to get more and more painful the longer you delay. So I advise that you get down on your knees and apologize tomorrow and make this right. So Valerum says, have another drink, pal. Quartering says, so of they are unbanned, you will stay being a shitbag.
Yo!
We have a drunkard alert!
Let's go!
Drunkard alert! Drunkard alert!
Fireball stock going up, bud.
Buddy!
Fireball stock going up.
Holy!
I can't understand your drunken keyboard mashing.
Holy!
So if they are unbanned, you will stay being a shitbag? All right, Jer. All right. So of they. Oh
Okay.
my
So
God.
now we're going into Jer just seething.
So daily.
So Venti says Quartering is an alcoholic pill popper, and everything he says should be read with that in mind. Well, that is if you read it before he deletes his tweets. So for those of you who don't know, this guy every day or every other day starts melting down, threatening people, saying he's going to scalp people, take down channels, ruin careers, expose people, bitching and whining and crying. And then the very next day, or sometimes within the same hour, he deletes all of it and then pretends like it never happened. This is constantly happening. And it's happened like every single day for the last like 3 days straight.
Yeah.
Every day. Okay.
Buddy. By the way, Kick, thanks for putting us on the front page too. Appreciate you, Kick. Thanks, Eddie.
Quartering then says he has nothing to apologize for.
You, Jer.
And get fucked. Have a nice day, though. Nobody, you have a lot to apologize for.
But why am I being attacked still? Weeks? Because
he pretends to be completely oblivious to this whole thing. He needs to address it head on, or else this is just going to continue on and on and on. Because people aren't satisfied with you pretending that what we all see happening isn't happening.
Buddy, come the fuck on, dude. I'm not going to apologize. I wonder why they all hate me. Look at this, guys. Mm-hmm. By the way, this is still, I know it's like a thing where, okay, it's #1 news in the world, entertainment, right? This, all weekend, this was updating, by the way, not on the For You. On the entertainment worldwide, it was Quarry, Melanie Mac, Chrissy Mayer, He is now trending worldwide #1 or #2. He was beating I Show Speed, Ash. Quartering stuff was beating I Show Speed's final stream in Jamaica by 4 times the amount.
I'm sure it's all gonna blow over by tomorrow, right?
Oh yeah.
He told us that this would have all blown over by the 4th of May, and he called it a tempest in a teapot. Some teapot, tempest, Jer.
Oh my God.
Holy buddy, holy. So then, Jer, like, I don't know what he thinks tweets like this are going to accomplish other than just fanning the flames and kicking the hornet's nest once again. Like, he seems to have the same train of logic that Darkside Phil has, where just one more statement, one more retcon, one more tweet, and suddenly everybody will understand and they'll stop making fun of him, you know? Like, this is the sort of logic that you can only find at the bottom of the bottle of booze, you know? So Quartering says these grown men hanging on my every tweet, my every comment, my every video in desperate hope to be outraged are the fucking weirdest people on the planet.
Buddy,
are you kidding me? You were the butthurt Billy that cried that we were making fun of your garbage show, you pooping your pants, you having a Sky Bowl, a Pizza Bowl, et cetera, et cetera. You were the one that was completely ass blasted to the point where, drunk out of your mind, you started messaging the owner of Kiwi Farms and you decided that you were Don Cuckleone and you were going to make threats. And we had to remove all of our videos or you would get our channel taken down by your YouTube rep. You said all you needed to do was make one phone call. And sure enough, true to your word, we didn't take the videos down. You made that phone call and our channel went down. And now you are... if it isn't the consequences of your own actions, Jer, I don't know what to tell you, bud.
But Ash, to call us like outraged, to be outraged, your channel in his mind is birthed on outrage.
The way that he exactly everything he does is, oh my God, the woke left we're under attack, blacks and Muslims and crime and this and that. Oh my God, guys, they changed the Marvel character. Oh, you know what I mean? Be outraged. But he's trying to set up this framing. And the only thing this guy cares about, he doesn't care about the truth or anything. All he cares about is the frame. So the frame has to be everybody else is triggered, everybody else is angry.
Or liberal.
And it's like, I don't know. Do you not have a Do you not have a right to be angry if somebody breaks into your house and robs you? If somebody takes your livelihood away from you and threatens to make you penniless and take everything you have? Do you not have a genuine right to righteous indignation and to call out that person for, oh, you're just triggered, bro? Well, you're the one who was triggered to begin with, Jer. So fucking stop the cope. He goes, holy fuck, dudes, I own you. You get that right. Jer, buddy. Just by the fact that you're making this tweet alone, it means that the detractors own you, that they're dominating you, and they're making you dance. They're milking you, buddy. You're a lol cow. It's a pathetic
I
cope.
own you, isn't it? I own you.
This is the
Did Brie
classic.
Larson own him when he made those videos every fucking day? When he
This is the classic lol cow cope. This is the stuff that DSP would say, or Chris Chan would say, Boogie would say, all the classic lol cow tropes. I'm actually rent free. You're obsessed with me, actually. You know, bro, it didn't work for them. It's not going to work for you, Jer. Sorry. So, you know, this person is saying that Jeremy's addressed it, but he didn't explain what the oranges are for. And then Quartering says the oranges are for flavor. Now, mind you, Quartering has said that this is so serious, such a serious situation, that his wife lives in fear. But then he makes these jokey shit posts about it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
And he promised he wouldn't kick the hornet's nest anymore, even though he said it was so fun to kick the hornet's nest, even though his wife was living in fear and blah, 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 blah. But it's like he wants to create this illusion that he's unbothered, that he's chilling, that he's flourishing in his lane, when in reality, he's seething, melting down, shitting his pants, and making constant threats to other people to silence them. So if we go ahead, we'll see this comment that he's responding to, and then we'll go back. Oh. So he says, no, I don't think I will. And the Jolly here says, there's no recovering from this. Just end it. You have enough pills and booze at your house to go quietly into the long night. End it, Jer. And Jer's like, no, I don't think I will, bish. Now, mind you, he highlights stuff like this, and I wouldn't even be surprised if he made that post himself in order to paint all of his critics this way.
I'm being harassed. Look, I'm being threatened. Look. It's like, shut the fuck up. If you think we avow you dying, you're a retard. We want our channel back, and we hate you. Like, how?
Exactly.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, what the fuck?
Exactly. So here's Quartering's metrics, you know. Yeah. He deleted 366 videos on Saturday night.
Wait, is he buying subs for Jeremy Hambly again?
Well, this is the Quartering channel, right? But these subscriber numbers and these viewer numbers are not organic whatsoever.
No, this is a Jeremy Hambly channel because it's 269K.
Is that so? On the Hambly channel, then he deleted 366 videos
because he has two whatever million. So
that's where he had all of these live streams set up. Yeah. So for whatever reason, he believes that he can delete all of these live streams and cover all of this stuff up. It's all already been archived, Jeremy. It's all already been archived, bro.
He's using the generalizer against us, by the way. He's using the generalizer to find all the stupid shit he said. And there's that.
And here we have Craig. I feel like I finally know what the oranges do. They apparently destroy careers.
I love him. Side scroller to shout out, man. Love him.
And then, you know, Quartering comes in on Camelot. Camelot says 1 hour ago, the Quartering released a video about Mark Hamill panic deleting posts, whilst the Quartering is actively panic deleting all his videos and posts. I have never seen a lack of self-awareness so severe. And then Quartering goes, brother, the sheer amount of time you think about me is fucking creepy. I'm not interested in you. So was it creepy when you made the hundreds of videos about Brie Larson then, bud?
That's the thing, bro.
Was it creepy when you did all the videos about AOC or Joe Biden or Jack Murphy or whoever? Like, stop
you're
it.
A deep
this is a standard. Yeah, this is a standard that he doesn't apply to anything else, right? Yeah. But suddenly when it's him, he cries and cries.
But he did the number one sin that all creators have agreed silently to not flag each other. Not only did he do that and break that, he called his YouTube rep. Okay? Fuck you, Jer. You deserve more, actually. More. It will never end. Okay. Let's continue, guys.
Okay. So this is now where he decides to go after Friday Night Tights.
Genius,
If you watched our prior show about Chrissy Mayer, our Friday show, and what went down with her, the sweeping for Melanie Mack, pretending like she had no idea what was going on, you'll understand why this happened. But if you didn't, basically what happened is Chrissy Mayer knew right well what was going on with the quartering. Nina Infinity had explained it to her publicly on a live stream 2 weeks prior and privately for, I believe, an hour after the stream, and had reached out to her in the hours before the stream and also informed her about the situation. But she went on with Melanie Mack anyway and pretended to not know anything about the situation, swept up any and all criticism, was answering super chats for Melanie Mack. And I believe at this point, it was all an audition to join the quartering and replace Hannah Claire Brimelow on the program because Hannah Claire Brimelow was on her way out. And she thought that she could get away with sweeping this up. She thought that she was going to make all of this money and then be able to double dip it by doing a show later on with Nina and Brittany and fence sit the whole issue and then get in quartering's good graces and get hired. So this caused a massive fucking shitstorm for Chrissy and everybody associated with her. For those of you who don't know, there's a program called Friday Night Tights. It's probably the largest media criticism show on YouTube. I think that's fair to say.
And it's cool.
It gets like 20,000, 30,000 live viewers, hundreds of thousands of replay views on a regular basis. It features Nerdrotic. It features D-Day Cobra, Ryan Kinnell, Shattenberg. I mean, you can just read the list of names, or you might not be able to because they're all fucking pixelated and stuff.
A fake wizard on the bottom, right? Over here, he's based. This guy, Little Platoon. Yeah, they're all
Chrissy Mayer is a regular contributor to this program. She's been on it for a long time now. Now, in the opinion of pretty much everybody, she contributes next to fucking nothing and is completely useless. She does her Lissa Mercante impression or her Frosk impression, which is typically very fucking cringe. You know what I mean? And she mostly just sits there in silence and tries to network and suck clout from the program, okay? But the people that are there like her and are friends with her, and you know, she's a part of the show, right? Even though she doesn't really contribute anything of value. But what she decided to do was create a massive shitstorm of drama for herself and everybody involved in this show, because what's happening is this radioactive cloud that Quartering and Melanie Mack and now Chrissy Mayer have created is following everybody associated with it everywhere they go. And this is not a show for drama. This is not a show to litigate. Did you sweep for Melanie Mack? Did you sweep for Corey? It's a show to talk about Marvel movies, to talk about Star Wars, pop culture and entertainment, and have a chill, laid-back vibe. Yeah. Nerdrotic Gary hates fucking drama. And to be fair to everybody on this show, they shouldn't have to deal with drama that they had no part in creating. Yeah. And so if Chrissy was to appear on this show, no doubt, dollars to donuts, there would have been 10,000 orange posters in the fucking chat, rightfully calling for Chrissy Mayer to be held accountable and be dunked on. And so Gary and the other members of the panel didn't want that. And so they asked her, hey, just don't come to work. Just don't come to work this week. By the way, this is not a new thing. This has been done several times before in the history of this program. This is how they handle drama. When you have heat on you, when you're bringing baggage to the table, it's not a place for that drama and baggage. Razor Fist, they dropped him for a while, but you know what? He was brought back onto the program. He took his lumps, and now he comes on from time to time. This is how they handle business over there. Yep. Well, Chrissy Mayer and Jeremy Hambley decided to throw a piss pants tantrum about this whole fucking situation and accuse these people who have been some of the biggest critics, the biggest champions against woke content that there has ever been on the platform. Against anti-woke. Holy fuck, I pulled a Hambly there. Some of the biggest champions against woke content on the platform, right? They had the balls to call these people woke leftist cancel mob communists.
Out of everyone on the platform, they're calling them woke for not wanting to be part of drama. And by the way, do you know why they don't want you on, Chrissy? Because you were defending someone who got people deplatformed with which.
Yes.
Like, that's what woke people do. That's literally. But now they won't let her on the show because they're woke. No, they are against deplatforming.
I just love, by the way, how Quartering and Melanie Mack and Chrissy are allowed to criticize whoever they want. But the moment they get criticized for anything, those people are SJWs and they're woke, right? So this was the statement that Friday Night Tights made. It took up the first 20 minutes of the program. I've slightly shortened it, but pretty much everything they said was very relevant, very on point. And for Jeremy Hambly to go to war with these people when they have the massive audience that they have, all of the money and viewers and support that they have, is just crazy, especially when he shares, and certainly has in the past, a huge percentage of his audience with these people. It's just a completely self-destructive maneuver. So let's have a look at what the Friday Night Tights panel had to say.
And remember, this all started, or it was bubbling up when Quartering shit talked Good Jer and Nerdrotic, and I think someone else here. But anyway, this crew, for their views dropping, which was all bullshit, by the way, which is complete fucking
he
lies.
tried to say that the entire anti-woke space and everybody who was criticizing media, their views were down, their money was down, and it was dying. No, Quartering, it was your views and your money that was down.
Yeah.
And you tried to do a crab in the bucket, smear on these guys for God knows what fucking reason, just to excuse your own failure. It was pathetic. Pathetic stuff.
Now let's watch this. This is a great clip.
I guess we have to address the elephant in the room, the oranges.
The orange. By the way, Jeremy's racetrack for 21
subs.
Let's go. Big support.
Huge support.
Thank you, Jeremy's racetrack.
The 400-pound, 2 million subscriber elephant.
Let's go. Good Jer's been on a fucking tear.
Righteous feltoning.
Him and Camelot are volleying this motherfucker.
Let me just say, for you to be called out like that on this particular program, you have to have fucked up so bad. You have to have universally fucked up to where everybody disagrees with you and no one's on your side and you're completely radioactive and a disaster. Because this isn't a show about drama. They hate to talk about it, but you've made it unavoidable, Jeremy.
Mm-hmm.
Is that the elephant?
That would be ultimately the cause of all this, wouldn't it?
So false flagger, allegedly.
Allegedly, because we all know he did it. It's the same. It's the same thing as O.J. Simpson saying, "If I did it," we all know you did it, motherfucker.
It's not
honestly.
alleged.
We all know.
It's not alleged. We saw the emails. He threatened it. It happened. Okay.
So allegedly, he only just admitted it publicly in private.
Thank you.
Yeah, and in the DMs with Bearing, there's really no doubt anymore. Really.
Was there ever any doubt? Was there any doubt at any point?
No, really. I think
at least.
I think in a criminal trial, he would be convicted beyond any reasonable doubt, even before the admissions that he made to Bearing in DMs on Saturday night. That's what I think, but who knows? Yeah. Maybe there's somebody out there who would believe that he didn't, but I don't think so.
But he apparently... The internet's just making shit up. So
I thought it was just a massive coincidence that all the people criticizing him got
fired. No, it's just a coincidence.
Just a coincidence.
Sure, there's 0.001% of plausible deniability, I guess.
0.01%.
There's an email that nobody's seen yet that apparently has disappeared because you know what I did yesterday, guys? I
so just so you people know what they're referencing here. Jeremy Hambley has his search bar up, as he often does, which leads to a lot of embarrassment for him. In his search history, in his search history, there was an email from YouTube that said, "Thanks for your report." Now, Bering and others have pressed him and said, "Will you produce that email?" And he says that the email doesn't exist. Well, obviously it does exist because it was in your search history, bud. But even if it didn't exist and we wrote that part off completely, you said you were going to call your YouTube rep and have our channel taken down for ban evasion. And then a few days later, the channel was taken down for ban evasion. And then coincidentally, all these critics of you are now getting taken down, strikes on their channel. Camelot's got 2 strikes on his channel at this point. And whether it's you directly doing it or people doing it because you've opened the floodgates and think they can get away with it, ultimately you are responsible for this situation, Jeremy, and you need to take some accountability for that.
Okay, I got 1 second. There we go. Sorry, I got a million DMs, folks. I can't reply to all of them. I'm sorry. Thank you, everyone, for the
I made sure I was prepared for this statement to make sure I watched
Oh,
Kino
shit.
Casino.
You did research before
I
the show?
did research before I decided to talk
Unprecedented.
about something and find out what the hell's going on. And
Trying to beat Ryan Kennel or something, getting all prepared.
I'll be fair, by the way, to follow all this is pretty tough. There's like, you have to watch about 17 hours of content.
I don't think it was that hard to follow up until this weekend. And then this weekend, it just hit a whole new level to where is my job to be doing this. And I was trying to follow it every minute I could. But even I couldn't, because I have to sleep at some fucking point. You know, I have to eat a lot of food to maintain this
family
physique.
stuff this weekend.
You know?
So I was like, it was tough.
It's just crazy.
I'm like texting Ashton every like 3 hours. What happened? I can't believe you're like, Andy, you won't believe it.
once, just once. So Chrissy's not on the show today. I had a talk with Chrissy yesterday about the situation she inserted herself in, whether it was due to ignorance of the situation or not.
Which it wasn't. We're going to prove it wasn't. We're going to prove to you guys that she wasn't ignorant, that she knew the entire time. She was on a public stream with Nina Infinity where she was clued in. She was clued in private by Nina Infinity. Okay. She's admitted to Camelot in DMs that she did know, and she was taking advantage of the drama in order to bring in money and views. Okay. That's the reality of the situation. So she wasn't ignorant, but okay, they didn't know all of that at this time. Although, let's continue.
All right.
She's going to have to address on her channel. It is not anything I feel I need to answer for or will answer
No,
for.
he doesn't.
No.
I will say unequivocally, if I could pronounce the word, that I am against
We're all turning
false
into
flagging
Jared
in
today.
all of its forms.
I know. I fucked up some words. I'm like, God damn, I've been watching too much Jer.
Against even slightly hinting at false flagging that can cause more false flagging. I'm against stealing content. These are things I don't like. They are antithetical to everything we do. Authenticity and integrity is all we have. And when that is in when that is in question, that's a big fucking problem.
I gotta
That's
say,
a big problem.
Exactly.
So
if you know Nerdrotic at all, the fact that he's saying this much, normally it would be one sentence, if that. When he goes on for about 3 minutes about you fucked up so badly. And what's crazy is it's all like this gaslighting that she did nothing wrong. All of these excuses. My father was murdered 3 years ago. My baby wasn't vaccinated. Don't know what that has to do with any of this fucking situation. You know what I mean? Just excuse after she broke down into tears at one point, Chrissy, rather than just admit that she fucking lied.
After lying, and by the way, it's like you're a dad passed away. That's very sad. Obviously, we're not against your dad dying. That's crazy. But 3 years later, our editor had his channel removed, and it felted us. It's like, it's not about this at all. Like, what are you talking about? Tragedy happens to all of us, by the way. You know that, right, Chrissy? You fucking dumb bitch.
We'll get there when we
spoke to Chrissy yesterday, told her the situation, and she has decided to address it on Sunday on her channel.
She didn't address
I think
it.
that's
It was a
wise
disaster
move because it's not something that's going to get addressed here.
It was not, in fact, a wise move. It was
just be
honestly, she was better off not doing anything than what she did on Sunday. What she did on Sunday was the most shameless, disgusting gaslighting and sweeping I've ever seen in my life.
Okay. I did not mean I'm not against your dad dying. I meant I'm not against you being sad about your dad dying. Sorry.
The murderer was in the right.
Sorry.
He did the world a favor.
I didn't mean it like that. Oh my God. Fuck me.
Whoa, buddy.
Hang on. Guys.
Oh, jeez. I'm sorry you feel that way, Andy. I'm sorry you feel that way about her father. You know?
Hang on. No, wait.
It was fast for 4 hours.
Sorry you feel upset about your dad's murder, Chrissy. You know, they can't actually give you any sort of real apology. You know, that would be wrong.
I'm sorry.
Anyway,
well, I think it's a wise move to address it. I think it's a terrible move to wait 3 or 4 days.
I agree.
Yes. Waiting 4 days? You should go instantly. Hey, Melanie, your boss did this. I looked into it. I can't defend this at all. Sorry. Bye.
She went around and lied to all these different creators about this situation too. Like so many of them, including people on this panel, I know for a fact. It's just crazy. All she had to do was come out and say, look, Melanie Mack was my friend. I didn't want to screw her over. I wanted to protect her. I lied to protect her. I swept to protect her. I realized that was wrong. I shouldn't have done that. And, you know, just throw them under the fucking bus and say, fuck them. What they're doing is wrong. And she would have been fine. Like, yeah, we still would have shat on her for lying in the first place. But to then double down on the lies when they're provable lies, that we have video evidence that contradicts your lies, is crazy work, Chrissy.
Yep.
And to throw your father and your child under the bus to excuse it is crazy.
But how does that excuse? Okay, anyway, let's keep going because there's a lot, or we'll never end today's show.
On with Camelot, because Camelot, I guess, is going to have her on and try to break everything down. And she, you know, whatever. She, you know, I don't know her business.
Which, by the way, he never hopped on. And that never happened. Yeah.
Well, like because as you're going to see in the Chrissy segment, and it was so tough to lay this out because like the Chrissy stuff, I was so mad about as it was happening. And I just wanted to cover it immediately. But Quartering's meltdowns were so insane, you know, and he's the main character in this arc that he truly has to be covered first. But the stuff with Chrissy is truly fucking nuts, man.
Yeah.
It really is.
And the gaslighting. And by the way, that girl who wasn't even like, who had no idea what was happening, that blonde girl who just sat there, even she was like, I don't know what's happening. All I'll say is Quartering. I haven't watched him in years.
You guys know, Chrissy got to the point where she used Mother's Day as an excuse.
Yeah, she liked
saying that Venti, which was obviously a troll that was not in sincerity defending her. Where she's like, can you believe Venti had the gall to attack you on Mother's Day? I'm a mother. How could you do this to me on Mother's Day?
Oh yeah. Ooh. So yeah, defend flaggers. Yeah.
Maybe she couldn't make it or whatever, but you know, this is a situation that needs to be addressed as soon as possible. And on the internet, 24, 48 hours is a fucking eternity.
Yeah.
And
it's like a month. It's like a month has passed.
And by the way, like had she brought me on last night, undoubtedly she would have been totally felted, right? But it would be over with. You know, the Band-Aid would have been ripped off. But now the narratives have changed so much more in the last 24 hours that I need to be honest, I'm not going to give her an opportunity to defend herself because it's indefensible at this point. Like, I'm not going to go on that fucking show that's a total rigged circus game to make her thousands of fucking dollars.
Yeah,
like,
no. And
no, thank you.
Read specific super chats that are against
She was
us
cherry picking the super chats to try and create this revisionist narrative. She was retconning in real time, gaslighting Venti that the whole chat was against her and all the super chats were against her when there was over 5,000 people in that chat and 99% were on Venti's side and 99% of super chats were calling out the sweeping and calling out Chrissy, but she selectively read super chats from her hand-picked group of simps to fuck over Brittany Venti so that replay viewers would be gaslit. And by the way, she disabled the live chat. You can't view the live chat from that stream because she wants people who go to watch it to think that everybody was on her side, which they weren't. It's so dishonest and so disgusting. And I've just had it with Chrissy. Fuck Chrissy. She's a cunt. She deserves to be burned at the stake.
And by the way, I want to say this, Brittany Venti, fucking props to her. I know it's tough. It was her friend, and she just was trying to find some way to reason with her friend who was lying to her, and she held her ground and was pissed off after. Her show after was amazing, by the way. It
Chrissy
was like
Mayer
amazing.
made something like $2,600 in super chats.
Yeah.
And basically scammed all of them. Didn't read any of them, took the money and ran, and didn't do a makeup stream tonight to read them because she's hiding. Because she knows that she's fucked and she's been caught in a massive web of lies and she's burning all of her bridges. And the only option she has now is what she wanted all along, which is to go work for Jeremy Hambly. Well, I hope that Jeremy Hambly has the money you think he has, because I don't think he does. I think that show is dying pretty soon, Chrissy. So I don't know why you chose to snake this show, Friday Night Tights, to go work for Jeremy Hambly, but that's your decision. Okay, I hope you're happy with it.
I bet you he manipulated the same way he does with everyone else. How much money and how much riches and the views. Look, 70,000 watching live. 5 people in chat, by the way. Come on. But yeah, shout outs to Brittany for holding strong on this because I know it's a shitty situation.
Seeing it ASAP it's just going to make it even worse. But it is what it is on that.
Ultimately, Gary, what you said, you know, this stunning and brave stance of I'm against false flagging, I'm against stealing content. I'm against bad things. I'm against making puppies.
Yes,
I'm against. It's the easiest statement to make, right?
Yeah, it is.
This is as content creators in every space, political, gaming, entertainment, Minecraft YouTubers, whatever fucking content people are making, naked yoga, makeup stuff. The one unifying rule that binds us all is you don't false flag channels. You don't take channels away. You don't try to flag people for revenge or get them demonetized because you never know when that's going to be weaponized and turned around on you, especially with all the shit you see going on right now.
Well, and how often has it been done to right-wing creators and anti-woke creators by the left, by the woke people? How often has it been done to us? Let alone we're doing it to each other. And that's what Jeremy doesn't understand. It's like being a snitch in prison. You know, it's like going to the cops in prison and snitching on your fucking cellie. Like, that's what he did. And he doesn't realize how bad it is.
But Ash, we say it's about a snitching, right? But it's not. Because the thing he snitched about wasn't even real. It's like telling the cops.
It's abusing connections. Yeah, it's like planting false evidence on somebody and then calling the cops. Like you plant a kilo of coke in some guy's car and then snitch to the cops
on them.
Yeah, that's essentially what he did. Yeah,
it's like worse than snitching. Like fuck.
And this is not a drama channel, right? We've mentioned it in passing the past couple of weeks because it's impossible not to mention. But all of us here have made it crystal clear that we stand against that. Very stunning and brave.
Can I add one to the list as well? Like generally running cover for people who do all of those things is also bad and you shouldn't do it.
Yep.
And it doesn't matter if those people are your friends. Yes. Being friends with someone does not mean that you run cover for them and excuse absolutely everything they do and try to massage their reputation. Being friends with someone means that if they're doing something which is extremely wrong and unwise, you tell them that they're doing something extremely wrong and unwise, and you try and correct their behavior.
Like this,
these are reasonable, common sense takes.
He's not even like extreme or crazy or like
No, these are the easiest layup takes in the world. This is how wrong Jeremy and Chrissy and Melanie are. But they refuse to address any of this stuff. They bury their heads in the sand. They pretend like none of this is going on. And then if they are forced at gunpoint, basically, to address it, they gaslight, they deflect, they lie. It's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
So,
yes,
that too.
Years ago, there was a creator that is no longer part of Geeks and Gamers that was part of the team. This person told me that they flagged down someone that was going after them. I told this person in a private phone call, I said, I'll protect you from being a racist, a sexist. I'll protect you from
it wasn't me, guys. It wasn't me.
You could say all you want, but
Ryan, I was like, I will stand with you on anything that you say, but I will not stand with you if you are false flagging a channel. I say that all to say that if you are truly a friend of someone that is caught up in this, being a friend is telling that person that they have fucked up big time.
Agreed.
And that's not happening.
This is the sad situation is I don't think that Jeremy Hambley of Wisconsin, the quartering, has a single friend in this whole world to tell him, bro, you fucked up. You got to stop. Like the closest he had was like Bearing. The closest he had was Bearing, but obviously he doesn't view Bearing as his friend. Like he views Bearing as beneath him. And so there's nobody who can actually shake this guy to reality and stage an intervention for him. And so he's just gonna keep spiraling and continue making insane, irrational decisions.
We'll say this after on the Bearing section. But you know what's crazy? The way he's like, I hope the 60,000 views were worth it. Like trying to insult Bearing's view count. It's like Bearing made a video
higher than his views.
It's higher than exactly. It's higher than Jeremy's views now. But Bearing made that video because you lied to him, wouldn't respond to him, hid away, and he was trying to be and he was in good faith, rationally explaining to you why what you were doing was wrong. And you still backstabbed him. And then you're like, oh, I hope the views were. Shut the fuck up, Jer.
Shockingly enough, from fake Christians on the internet not wanting to be honest with people behind the scenes, apparently.
Yep.
Fuck off.
And also, like, as bad as the false flagging is, it is. I think stealing content is about as egregious as that.
No.
Yeah, so this is a compounding issue. You reckon?
No, getting someone's channel removed is way worse.
It's for sure removing than stealing
worse.
Content.
It's way worse.
Stealing
is second. It's second.
But it's like getting someone taken down doesn't just affect them, but it creates an entire platform of everyone hitting each other because now it's allowed.
Yes.
And
it is like nuclear weapons.
It just becomes free fire.
Disparu, by the way.
And that's what's been happening. Whether the channel that instigated this did it themselves or just started a fury of false flagging, it's happening. I saw a channel today. So,
it's nearly every day. It's nearly every day that somebody who makes fun of Jeremy Hambley gets a video taken down, gets a strike on their channel.
Yeah, like I would say it's every 6 hours at this fucking point.
Enough is enough. It really is.
Yep.
Right. We talked about allegedly, and you watch all these videos, you see the email. I think I know what happened there, but it doesn't matter because of the statements that Jeremy made about having the power to take it down, threatening to take it down, all that stuff. So regardless of whether he actually pushed the button or it was somebody that he told to, basically, it's like that's what happened. And until we're honest about that, until he's honest about that, and until he does something to try to.
It's got to be honest. Like, how can you paint these guys as like insane trolls, cyber bullies, drama mongers? You can't. These are guys that run like a media show and are just giving the most reasonable, level-headed takes possible. And the smear job that Quartering's doing, painting them as communist agents and woke leftists and a cancel mob, like that's not going to work either. Like rather than actually addressing the arguments that these guys are making, which he can't because they're correct, instead it has to be these deflections and this crying and this coping. It's very sad stuff.
Yep.
Make it right. Get a contact at YouTube to help, whatever it might be. There is nothing else. Like you can't do that.
Yeah. And so it's for those that might be confused, there's a lot of stuff out there.
If you might be confused, it's because you're not spending every moment on the internet. So you should think you should be very thankful.
Guys be here all the time, 24/7. You have to read everything.
Yes. But I see someone in the chat that apparently got ignored the other day, Brittany Venti. You should check some of her content out because she's been on point with covering it. The whole chat was screaming, "Bring Venti on Chrissy and Mel."
I know it's later. The gaslighting on the lies
next level.
where she's like, "Oh, but I didn't have enough time." But you told people that there was no message. So you made Brittany look really bad, Chrissy, and you're not going to be sorry about that? Sorry, we'll get there. But fuck, that enrages me, dude.
On your stream, it was fucking awesome. It felt like the attitude.
I'm sorry you feel this way for making Brittany look terrible for a second until we exposed it all, obviously.
It felt like people were calling for Stone Cold fucking Steve Austin, man. It was like Venti. And Chrissy apparently said on that stream, she's like, well, I've tried to reach out to her and I haven't heard anything. And that's not quite what was going on from what I understand. I don't know all the details of that, but I know Brittany has responded to that.
Yeah.
And ultimately, there's a lot of disingenuousness going on from that stream. And that's the one thing that we're not about. We're about transparency, being honest. And shockingly enough, Gary, I was told that everybody on Friday Night Tights was all on the same page and we had talking orders from you, but apparently this proves that's not the case.
I was told ultimately when your job is on the internet, when talking about people and things on the internet is your job, it is your responsibility to stay up to date on some of this stuff.
Yes.
And if you're going to have someone like Melania, and
well, especially if you're an anti-woke creator.
Like you can't book a guest and know nothing about what's going on with the guest, but you did know the entire time, and you've admitted to Camelot and DMs that you knew the entire time, and publicly you were educated on the whole thing by Nina Infinity 2 weeks before the stream and in private multiple times, and so it's just bullshit, and you're a disingenuous liar.
this is not like you said you're not mad at her, Jeremy. I'm not mad at all. But it's like if you're going to have, somebody who's in the middle of something big, and that's what's going on with Melanie right now, obviously, you have to be aware of that. And you have to know that your audience is going to ask things or want to know things. And you have to make a decision of how you're going to handle it, whether you're going to address it, whether you're not going to, or what's going to happen. That's all part of our jobs, and being YouTubers
Very
or whatever.
reasonable.
It comes with a lot of perks and a lot of awesome things. We can work from home, all this stuff. It also comes with you have to be aware.
You can't even do the most basic due diligence possible.
Or at least if you don't know about it, when you see 1 million people in your chat explain it, you have to go, hang on, what's happening?
And you know what I mean? And you
Literally,
can't just sweep it the whole time. Like, this is crazy.
You have to at least go, wait, what?
Chrissy knew, and she just wanted that money. That's the truth. And it's all coming out tonight. And I wish it could come out right now, but there's so much with quartering we have to get to first.
Yeah, exactly.
Of your audience and what they're going to feel about shit. You can't just ignore them or push off their concerns or say it's just leftist attacking Christians or nod your.
This leftist thing is the funniest. Like, their attacks are it's actually so funny.
You want to just keep playing this? I'm just going to go take a piss quick.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Head along with somebody who's saying it's just leftist attacking Christians when I feel like that's not the case.
And I'll say this.
But because you know what? Jeremy is so used to using it's a leftist. My coffee's not selling because the leftists. My views are down because the leftists. I'm shadow banned. He's so used to using that excuse for any time he's been fucked over or he thinks he's been wronged. But now he's using it against literally anti-woke people. Sorry, it doesn't work that way, bro.
In the event, because of the subject matter that we're talking about, in the event
I missed him already too.
Stream goes away. We're on Rumble.
Bye, everyone. Sub to the locals. I'll be doing extra streams this week. It helps support our editor. I see a bunch of new followers there, guys. Thank you so much. Let's fucking go. Thank you.
We're on Rumble.
We're here for 10 hours tonight, folks. I don't know what to say.
Well, and honestly, as much as that might feel like a meme, it's not that crazy. It's not that crazy to put that out there. And that is why the situation is so bad. This is not just a coincidence right now. Some weird shit is going on. And the person that put all of that negative energy out in the internet.
Oh, he almost said, did you hear that? Listen.
On. And the person that put all of that negative.
Whoa. Okay. Just going to say.
The energy out in the internet.
Nice catch.
Has failed to address it in the same way. The same way he put that negative energy out there, he has failed to address it with that same energy. And that has created a fucking firestorm right
now.
The Streisand effect.
Buddy, this is beyond this. I think the Streisand effect should now be updated to the Hambly effect. Honestly.
Effect. We've talked about it a lot. And listen, when your brand is based on criticizing things.
That's the thing too, like the harass. I mean, we could just repeat the same points over and over and over and over and over.
All things. You need to
quarter pounder effect. Exactly.
Be able to take it no matter what. It's not like we don't have channels and detractors.
The bull effect.
Dream of stopping them. Go ahead. You deserve your say. Everybody deserves their say on this platform. And that's why false flagging is like snitching in prison. It's just something you don't fucking do.
Again, like this is beyond snitching in prison. This is you lied about another prisoner doing something to have them like put into like the maximum.
And Kino Casino, their clip channel needs to be restored.
Yes. Could we look, guys? Please, YouTube, just fucking. How are they not figuring this out yet? Who the fuck is searching? Like it's easy. It's simple. All the evidence is there showing it was fucking bullshit.
Needs to be restored now.
Tell him, Worski. Tell him.
Fuck.
I talked to Worski.
Play Afy's bathroom really bad.
All right, go.
About it. He said he doesn't have much hope, but I hope it's returned because for one, his editor got all the money from it. Their editors got all the money from it.
Yeah, and they own the channel.
And this would have gone away by now if these things didn't happen.
Yeah,
it would
have just been limited to us. By the way, also
struck down after Jeremy Hambly publicly and privately, and then it became publicly stated he was going to do that. So it doesn't really matter what happened. The internet is going to perceive that Jeremy did it, and it's up to Jeremy Hambly to clear his name convincingly, which he hasn't done yet.
He can't,
and now this shit is at my door, which I don't appreciate at all. And neither do my co-host, but we will be happy
I do
to talk about
I appreciate it.
Oh, days. You gotta love
totally fine with it.
Like, he's so fucking solid, folks.
PPP said last night that we were, we might just ignore it and talk about the next bad Marvel movie.
I would be
We're going to talk about it and then talk about the next bad Marvel movie.
Hold on. So PvP of all people would be mentioned on Friday Night Tights. A completely unthinkable concept, even just a couple months ago. In all reality, I should never be discussed on a show this big, this influential. And I have to give huge props to Gary, to Nerdrotic, to everybody on the panel for actually properly addressing this and doing the right thing. Like, I can't find any fault in what they did here whatsoever. And, I was worried, like, when I went to go play this clip, I'm like, here we go. But it was actually so fucking solid. I was so happy. Honestly, I was so happy.
I had to give them props. And I went, wow, they went over every fucking point. And by the way, Goodjer, I know you were asking why you're called Goodjer. And Ryan was right. It is because there's bad.
It's by default.
It's by default, is what he said.
Yeah.
That's what he said.
Well, you could just call him normal Jer or okay Jer.
Or just Jer.
But you know what? I think he deserves good Jer because I'll be honest, nobody at that level, like of that subscribership, has ever actually reached out to me personally, and he did.
Yeah.
And what he said to me, I really appreciated, and he is actually solid as fuck. And I would vouch for good Jer 100%.
Oh yeah, I got a bunch of DMs from people and like other people in other sectors of the internet. And everyone's been fucking so cool about this, honestly. For real. Respect.
Hold on, we're still doing that.
We're not doing that. So again, I would direct everyone to Chrissy's channel to see what she has to say.
God, that was kind of a mistake.
She's got some friends.
Literally anything would have been better than what she did. She should have just shut her fucking mouth and left the internet for a month. Seriously.
Yeah, it came back.
Holy fuck.
Wait, what?
Brittany, if Brittany's in the
By
chat.
the way, we got D-Day Cobra for
Good
10 subs.
Yeah. No, mad respects. And by the way, D-Day on Twitter has been fire. With Felting in the last few days.
I see.
Thanks,
but this is
we really appreciate it, bro. For real.
Normal drama. This isn't somebody calling Jeremy
not.
gay.
Exactly.
Which he is.
Is it normal?
when he's saying that, it's a disaster, fucking evil chair. It's a disaster, Cornering. I don't know what to fucking tell you.
Oh,
man. He's gay.
This isn't somebody calling Jeremy gay, which he is.
Chrissy, you should be angry at Hambly for the fact that all of that energy came to your chat because he has silenced every fucking critic from his chat on Rumble and YouTube. So the reason that they bombarded you
there's
is
no
because he
outlet for this. Had Quartering actually properly addressed this stuff, like in a video or an actual live stream, it may have went away by now. But because there's no outlet for it, the pressure just keeps building and building and building. People get more and more pissed off. And then you wonder why people come in there and just fucking smite you like that. It's all Jer's fault.
Well, it's not only that. And then you have someone who sweeps for the person. So now it's like, no, hang on. We're not doing that here. And that's what happens. Yeah.
So they came there because they don't have a voice to say it any other place that Melanie is on his streams. So that's why they came to your chat. So if you want to be mad at anybody, don't be mad at the casino. Don't be mad at the chat. Be mad at Hambly for pushing all of that negative energy towards you because he has banned every fucking body.
Well, that's the thing. He's banning, he's blocking, he's saying you're woke, you're a leftist, you're this, you're that. Bro!
Even super chatters get banned for asking him how his weekend was.
Yes.
It's crazy.
We got Matt Jarbo being more respectable than Hambly before GTA 6, okay? How was everyone's weekend? Wait, no, we've already done that.
The best thing he's done so far is he's told his mods to ban any of that question. But once he did genuinely ask people how were their weekend, they answered and they all
and then they got banned.
And then they got banned. Yeah. So very righteous statement from all of the panelists on Friday Night Tights. It went above and beyond any of my expectations, honestly, because they didn't have to go on for 20 minutes. They could have, Gary could have just said what he said at the beginning for 3 minutes and then moved on. But, they went in on the whole situation. They properly addressed it. And guess what happened? All of the orange posters and all of the people who were angry dissipated. They fucked off and they let them do their normal show. Wow. Imagine that. When you actually have respect for the audience and address their concerns in a proper way, you don't get pelted with oranges and hate. Take notes, Chrissy. Take notes, Jer. You fucking dummies.
And and by the way, you're putting this in other people's shows. Don't you understand that you guys did something and are doing something that is vile and everyone is angry? Everyone. Yeah.
So Quartering comes out. He would be better off to say nothing, right? Because he shares a lot of audience overlap with the people on this show. But of course, he has to pipe up run his dick liquor and make everything worse for him and everyone associated for him. So a show full of anti-woke. Are you really going to tell us that D-Day Cobra and Nerdrotic aren't anti-woke? Or is that really what you're going to say here? Stop. If they aren't, then who is? And who made you the gatekeeper, Jeremy? Who made you the no true Scotsman to anoint and decide the arbiter of who's anti-woke and who's not? Fuck you. Banned. No, they didn't ban one of the co-hosts. They told the co-host, take your fucking drama elsewhere, sort out your drama, and come back. Just like they've done with plenty of other people in the past. This is not exclusive to her or exclusive to you or some evil thing they're doing, some grievance or grudge. This is how they handle business on that show, okay? For daring to interview someone they don't like. So disingenuous. Come on! So had Chrissy Mayer in any way pushed back on any of what Melanie was doing, provided some decent questions, follow-up questions about it, just held her accountable to a basic standard, this wouldn't be happening. If she didn't feign ignorance when she fully knew, this wouldn't be happening, okay? To pretend it's because it's by association or it's interviewing someone they don't like. By the way, most of the people on this panel like Melanie Mack and have worked with Melanie Mack in the past. This isn't a personal grievance against Melanie Mack or against you, okay? This is, you've been acting fucking crazy, creating all this drama. One of their co-hosts on the show got involved in the drama and they didn't want it to derail their entire show. So they put her in a timeout, which is their fucking right to do so. So then they literally use language like, she has to educate herself. Holy fuck, man. They fought SJWs so long. They became them. And the sad thing is, people will support this. No, they're not SJWs.
If Jer had Anita Sarkeesian on and didn't press her, would people not be against Jer the same way they're against Chrissy?
They were. So if you remember in the past, Jeremy planned to bring Frosk on and give Frosk a softball interview. Remember?
Yes.
Jeremy was going to go glaze fucking Frosk, and Yellow Flash called it out and was like, what the fuck? You can't do this.
Yes. Oh my God,
you can't do that. And then eventually Jeremy caved and canceled the interview because it was going to be a fucking disaster.
Melanie Mack.
So Melanie Mack co-signs this, burns a bridge with Friday Night Tights. What is she thinking? Do you know? These people are not smart.
You guys are supporting the platformers. Shut the fuck up.
So she says, I can't believe this is even happening. The last place I would have thought to see that kind of behavior.
Actually, it's the first place I would see that behavior where they actually go, no, you can't deplatform and have support it.
Mel, you know you could just say nothing, right? You know you don't have to co-sign this nonsense.
She's a retard.
You don't see Hannah Claire. Hannah Claire's not sticking her fucking nose in this and co-signing it because she knows it'll be bad for her and for everybody. But you two think that you're gods and you can do whatever you want and it's never going to have consequences. I'm sorry to say these are the consequences. You're burning bridges and you're making enemies with people you don't have to make enemies with. And these are people that are reasonable, that are charitable, that would be willing to hear out your side of things, but you just go straight on the attack and smear them as liberals and SJWs. It's bullshit. Dispar, who came in, when remaining ignorant about the topics you talk about has worked for so long, you think everyone else should recommend it.
Yeah.
Just murked. Just blown out.
And he makes awesome videos too, by the way. Oh, and Mahler, by the way, Mahler took a shot at quartering. Mahler? He's never in drama. Even Mahler. Even Mahler.
Well, but you're smearing his friends and associates and business partners as SJWs and wokesters. Like, it's crazy.
I love Mahler's videos too.
Quartering starts battling back and forth. Brother, stop acting stupid. I have no beef at all with you. Then why did you call him an SJW? And I understand you have to defend the show you're on. Does he though? Because like Melanie doesn't have to defend you either. Like she has no obligation to, and Chrissy doesn't either, to throw their careers down the fucking toilet because you're acting the fool. Like there actually is no obligation to do that. You know, you could just do nothing. But he goes, but you all struggle sessioned her. Where was the struggle session exactly? Like what happened was they said, don't show up for work because you're going to be a distraction. What? Where's the struggle session? Like they pointed
out, fix this or fuck off, like either or.
You know, and it's all because she dared to interview Melanie Mack. No, it's so disingenuous. It's so bad faith. Everyone on that panel has taken part in this drama. This is SJW BS.
This is not drama. This is our careers.
Listen. Just say it is drama, right? And they've taken part in it. Do you know where they haven't taken part in it? On Friday Night Tights, because Friday Night Tights isn't the place for that. And that's why Chrissy wasn't invited there, because it was going to be a distraction and it's not fair to the other panelists on the program. And it's been handled this way on multiple other occasions. Jeremy is full of shit.
All right. Go.
So Quarter Black Garrett comes in. Brother, get off the internet. You struck down channels, people's livelihoods because they made fun of you and you lied about it. Appealed to authority behind the scenes to do more damage. You do and say degenerate shit. You gaslight and strawman. And now trying to pretend this is not because of you? Seems you fit the bill for a 2016 SJW.
Yes, exactly. And this dude rules too.
Yes.
Epic
Mike. You and your shill sweeping butter sucking employee.
Wait, you missed the word.
Literally caused all of this. The fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. Okay.
Sorry.
Yellow Flash. This chair's just getting dragged to fill. The one who became an SJW is your false flagging ass. You're a thin-skinned coward. Mm-hmm. Everyone covering you should be called out. Everyone hates you for good reason. You steal content and you're a flag it.
Big felony there by Yellow Flash. We got
High King Feanor. They didn't ban her, jackass. This is just more proof that you're a compulsive liar with a booze problem. They knew that Chrissy appearing on Friday Night Tights would cause issues and distract from the topics they wanted to discuss. So they told Chrissy that it'd be best if she didn't appear last night. By the way, Chrissy's not entitled to appear, you know. Ultimately, it's Gary's show, and he decides. He's the boss.
Yeah, exactly. Here we go. Oh, yes. Yeah, that's so funny.
This is exactly what it is. You know, Mr. Leahy maxing from Jer. Melanie, I'll quit drinking when I say I'm done drinking, Mel. Like, okay, fuck. I am the liquor, Mel.
Oh my God.
So here comes Jer doing more, just making it worse. Be mad at me online all you want. Like he always has to frame it as that people are triggered and they're mad.
No, they just don't like you because of your tactics.
But he's the one that's mad that Chrissy wasn't allowed on the show on Friday, you know? True. But they are literally deploying SJW tactics and acting like they are high and mighty. Jer, look in the mirror. Pot meat kettle. Shut the fuck up. So incredibly disappointing to see. Their PR message is indistinguishable from some BLM forced woke mob apology.
Okay.
Are we for real here?
You got us removed off of YouTube. Fuck you. You are the SJW BLM.
Do you think that does he think that this is winning hearts and minds to his side?
Wait,
like
how
can
know
he,
if he thinks it?
How can he possibly think that this is helpful to his cause? Like it's just not. The narrative that he needs to be running with is these guys were going after my wife. She lives in fear. They're trolls. They're evil. They're lying. I know, but you can't be fighting with these bigger respected creators and turning it into a war with them. It just fucks you completely. So he says, like to be crystal clear, they fired an employee. That's a lie. She's not an employee. Does Gary, so far as I know, Gary does not have a contract of employment with Chrissy Mayer Okay. I don't think Chrissy gets paid to be on Friday Night Tights. I don't know that for sure, but I don't think her livelihood is dependent on Friday Night Tights. Whereas our editor's livelihood was actually dependent on our clip channel, and you took that away. Then publicly shamed her. What's wrong with publicly shaming people? You do that every day.
People should be publicly shamed when they're fucking retards.
Do you know what I mean? Like, holy.
What the fuck are we doing here?
And directed a mob at her for having someone on her live stream they didn't like.
Mobs? No mob was directed. Everyone watches, makes up their own mind, and then reacts.
The SJWs got defeated. When? You know, when?
What?
They still run Hollywood. Sweet Baby Inc. is still running amok. Anita Sarkeesian was just revealed to be a consultant on that game this week. Like, what are we talking about? The SJWs got defeated. They're still winning. It's delusional. So they just decided to become them. Retard alert! Retard alert!
His brain is pickled. Someone in chat just classified. His brain is pickled. This is what alcohol abuse looks like, folks.
Holy!
I'm like in shock. Okay.
So he just keeps going. You guys are all coping. Keep it up with the SJW moral policing. I really hope they never turn on you. Who is they? Who is they exactly? Like the audience? The audience? I don't know. Is it Friday Night Tights? Is it the audience? Because I'm sorry to say, but the audience has a right to not support the people that they don't want to support and criticize the people that they want to criticize. And you can't control everybody. And trying to say that everybody is an SJW that disagrees with you is insane. It's the right-wing version of everything I don't like is Hitler. And it's nonsense. Then they told her, don't come on because drama, then opened the show with 20 minutes of drama. The reality is, if they didn't open the show with the 20 minutes of addressing it, they would be absolutely bombarded in chat with people saying that they're sweeping, that they're covering. If they had her on, that would have happened. So the only way for them to navigate this properly was to take accountability to the audience for what one of the co-hosts had did that caused a massive controversy and explain to the audience exactly where they stood on it, and then do hours of content that the audience wants about movies and games and entertainment. Also, they handled it exactly perfectly. It was perfect.
Add this too. Yeah, it was perfect. I have to add this too. Those guys are cool with us. We've exchanged DMs. They watch us. We've watched them, and we're cool. We're friendly. And they were pissed off with what happened with Jer. So it's nice to see them back us up instead of like hiding or sweeping. It was like, it's not only like the right thing to do, but we're also cool with them. Why wouldn't they back us up? You know?
And then Jer here with this projection. You guys can really twist things. Look, I am sure she will have no choice but to come out and apologize / explain herself. Why shouldn't she explain herself? Like, if she doesn't think she did anything wrong, she shouldn't apologize, but she should explain what happened to the audience, because the audience are who pays your bills. The audience is the reason that you don't have to clock in at a 9 to 5. The audience is your boss, okay? And you have to keep them happy. You can't just fucking lie to them and disrespect them, okay? So she can avoid the mob. You mean her audience? I don't blame her, but this is SJW tactics. No one involved in this is an SJW, okay? Like, just stop. Just stop. Nearly every single one of the people on this panel has engaged in the drama, yet only Chrissy gets punished. Well, none of them had 5,000 people in live chat calling them out for sweeping and pelting them with oranges. None of them lied publicly and lied in DMs to a bunch of other people, including people on the panel, about what was going on. So no, it's actually not a double standard. Also, he doesn't even know how to spell Chrissy's name. Either he's drunk or he just doesn't know or doesn't care. I don't know. And then he says, I wonder why that is. Oh yeah, it's because she didn't turn on her friend and join the hate mob. People are just coping. This is textbook woke cancel shit. Nobody was saying she had to turn on her friend. All people are saying is that she should have held her friend accountable and provided some pushback as to what was going on. And if you are going to cover for her and sweep for her, just be honest. That's what you're doing.
Yeah.
All you had to do at the outset of the interview was just establish boundaries and say, this interview is not going to be about the quartering drama. I'm not going to answer any questions regarding the quartering drama because this is my friend Melanie Mack, and I don't want to attack her or make her feel uncomfortable. Brittany Venti won't be coming on this show tonight. No one's coming on this show tonight. This is an interview about religion, and that's it. That's honestly all you had to do is just be honest and forthright. Now, sure, some people would say, well, you're sweeping and you're covering it up, but at least you wouldn't be a liar that lied to Venti and lied to other creators like Camelot and did this whole weird sweep job conspiracy like that. Seriously.
Yeah. All right. Let's continue. Here we go. Updates.
Perhaps she is just suspended. But the points,
fuck.
Holy fuck. Holy fuck,
how
man.
did you not see this? Look, I know digging in your heels sometimes when you think you're right. But when the entire world goes, look, like, how do you not go like, you know what, maybe I fucked up. Like the double, triple, quadruple, like that, it just doesn't end. How?
No. Okay, he kept going.
Oh my god.
Oh, okay, that's okay. Double. So he got context.
Oh, yeah,
you know, there is a reason. Yes.
There it is.
So he got community notes. The co-host in question was not banned. They were simply not present for this show. The issue was addressed at the start of the episode.
And what did he do? What did he do to that tweet, by the way?
He deleted it.
Did it survive?
Yeah, no, it was deleted. And when Melanie Mack got community noted later, she deleted it as well. They will soon be brigading this posting. Is brigading just people disagreeing with you? Like, by the way, it's rich for Quartering to complain about brigading when he's like the #1 brigader of all time.
Literally.
And like, I'll go back and I'll compile all the times that he's brigaded in the past, but he was like, he would make posts like, I need troll army to go and comment on this. Like just the craziest, cringiest personal army request.
Link it.
And you know what I mean? So it's like, this is why I have no sympathy for him getting brigaded, because what's good for the goose is good for the fucking gander, buddy. So he goes, attempting to tell everyone how it's not the same thing, but it literally is SJW behavior. Hate who we hate, or you get publicly shamed. I'm sorry, like, are we not allowed to criticize people that we disagree with now, or publicly shame people we disagree? Like, what's the point of having a channel like yours at all then, Jeremy? Like, you just don't like it when it's you and your friends that are getting called out. Like, this is crazy.
You know what's the craziest thing I saw? Someone goes, why are they doing this when the midterms are coming?
Oh my God. As if this will have any effect on the midterms at all. Oh my God. Have mercy. Holy fuck, man.
Shut the fuck up, dude.
By the way, like, if suddenly, like, Gary lost his mind and started shilling for Kamala Harris, would it be wrong for Quartering to be like, what the fuck? Why are you shilling for Kamala Harris?
Oh, yeah.
No, obviously not.
If anything, Jer being on the right hurts the conservative movement because you make the leftists go, look, they're flagging each other and they're doing the same thing.
Well, they're actually sexual degenerates and harassing women, and they're cocks and porn addicts and 400 fucking pounds and alcoholic pill poppers with, you know, all these mental issues. You know, like, he's a bad representative. You don't want him on your side. Exactly. That's why we're trying to get this fucker out of here, honestly. So then he admits he was wrong, because obviously he was. The female co-host of that show was in fact not fired. Now that's where he should have ended the tweet, but he continued. She was only given some time off to think about her actions. Is that what the DMs say? Is that what happened on the phone call? You don't fucking know. Unless Chrissy was leaking it to you, in which case she's a fucking snake. I look forward to her return next week after the impending Totally Not Bullied apology video. So this is the narrative that Chrissy would go with, by the way, that she was bullied into apologizing by Friday Night Tights.
Don't apologize. We don't fucking care.
Don't apologize.
Burn it down.
Don't
Burn
apologize.
It down.
And listen, if you think that you were bullied, then say, fuck you, you're bullying me. I did the right thing. Don't do what you did. What you did was so twisted.
Yeah, like, dude. And by the way, like, Jared's like, I'm not going to apologize. I mean, it won't fix anything. Don't apologize. We don't care. But then don't be surprised that nobody likes you or will ever associate with you. The end, bro. Oh, and Raging Rhino. I love this guy from Flashcast. By the way,
you're all radioactive. It amazes me how you're so oblivious to what they did, making sense by not having Chrissy on. It's also crazy how you and Quartering can't see or understand why these people don't want your bullshit drama on their doorstep, especially when they don't have to rely on drama to be successful. You say you refuse to look at the drama while failing to see that Jeremy and anyone backing his behavior are the drama. The majority of the chat, the audience, and your peers have determined that you're all full of shit and they don't want anything to do with you because you're radioactive. Instead of refusing to look at it, why don't you actually look at it and make a judgment? And if you can't see what 99% of people out there see, then you really are retarded and you will reap the consequences of your actions. You are all radioactive. No one trusts you, wants anything to do with disingenuous liars for clout and status. Good luck coming back from this one. In fact, it's pretty much too late. How orange was your weekend? Fucking nuke.
Let's go.
Truth nuke there.
Let's go. Mauler!
Judas in the 9th circle of hell. That's what this is. You're a Judas, Mel. A Judas.
I've been watching him for years, too. That's wild that he fucking mentioned it. That's crazy.
Okay, that is a duplicate. Next slide.
Still based?
Dude, and you're lying in this post. No one's banned, and the issue isn't because of daring to interview. It's all clearly expressed in the show. Then you lock your replies, and no one can correct you. Post deleted and disingenuously retracted for posterity.
There we go. There we go.
Oh my God. Okay. Whoa, buddy. This is like one of Chrissy's friends sweeping about Jesus and da-da-da-da. And like, I know I'm doing a lot of Bible thumping this episode, but their entire defense seems to revolve around the Bible and Christianity. And so that's why I'm doing that.
These bitches. Fuck Maya, whoever this bitch is. Who the fuck is this bitch? Oh, the Christianity. How about this? Don't get people flagged and removed and defend it and sweep.
What this really is some lady way too deep into a bottle of wine crying out her feelings on Twitter.
I can see her. She's blackout from here. She's blackout from here, from this fucking little display picture. Fucking drunk bitch.
Okay. Oh my God. Okay.
Give me a
It's what Jesus would do. Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah. Fuck off.
They told her, okay, yeah. Continuing on, this is a repeat.
Yeah.
The reason why there are some repeats in here is because I was like simultaneously grabbing these in real time and then also after the fact and then trying to arrange it in a coherent order.
Like, anyway. Sure, which one? Then you're like, wait, did I have that one? Because it's like 1,000.
Oh my God. Yeah.
I get it.
So he goes, exactly. They're acting like SJW bullies and moralizing that it's about protecting her. Are we fucking serious? I never thought I would see the day. Well, they're actually giving her good advice that will help her career is if she honestly addresses this and takes some accountability instead of insulting the audience and their intelligence. It's never going to work, but okay.
Yep. Let me just get that open there.
This was just endless. Look at this. Look at this shit. Like, and then he just turns off replies. Like, yeah, let's keep going.
Okay. There we go.
Dude, you really struck down the channels you didn't like. What? He says, Google the definition of sarcasm. Well, maybe when you actually did do this stuff, Jeremy, and everyone thinks you did this stuff, you shouldn't make statements that can be misinterpreted as you admitting to doing the stuff that you've basically already admitted to doing. You ever consider that? And why does he feel the need to jump in and defend himself everywhere? Like, it doesn't help. It's not changing anybody's mind, Jeremy. But he thinks like just one more tweet, just one more cope, and it's going to change everything. It's the DSP mentality.
This will make it all worth it. Like, you know what I mean? All right, let's continue. Oh no!
There you go. Epic Mike was blocked by Jer.
What a fucking legend. There we go. Quartering. I will reword my previous tweet. LOL. She wasn't fired. Just asked not to be on. Okay.
You know who else uses community notes? Well, Melanie Mack used community notes against me one time. So the implication here is that only liberals and SJWs use community notes, but it's just not the case. Like, Elon implemented community notes for the community to be able to fact check institutions. Like,
no, hang on. What gets the most notes is literally like left-wing people lying about shit and the right-wing felting them.
And by the way, Jer, who had a show called Community Notes with a woman who's accusing him of all sorts of shit?
Hang on.
It was you, Jer. Oh, it was you, wasn't it, Jer?
Hang on, that's actually crazy, dude. Oh my God.
Then he says it's also tiresome, basically agreeing that they're SJW cancel pigs and calling this a witch hunt.
About the notes thing. So you're allowed to just lie on your Twitter? Or how about you get felted and the truth is revealed?
Well, he's allowed to press everybody else, question everybody else, community note whoever he wants, but the moment it happens to him, oh, you're an SJW. No, I'm sorry. It doesn't work that way, Jer.
Yep. That's it. There we go.
I was wrong. Okay. Yeah, that one we covered before. These are the good guys, they say.
Yes.
I don't know. You're the one that's cloaking yourself in the righteousness of the Bible and saying that you flag. This is crazy, though, pretending that everybody else are the moralizers while you're beating people over the head with the Bible. Like, shut the fuck up.
This bitch, bro. Fucking hate her.
Okay, so that was the Friday Night Tights. Now we get into Jer's gay op.
Oh my God.
Lying to his friends, scamming everybody. So Camelot comes in my favorite part about the quartering crashing out for 2 hours on X, then deleting all of it, is he never outright denies striking channels. He doesn't. He always plays weasel games and lawyerly nonsense to slime his way out. 1 hour ago, Quartering released a video about Mark Hamill panic deleting posts. Well, the Quartering is actively panic deleting all his videos and posts. I've never seen a lack of self-awareness so severe. It must be a mental illness at this point.
Yeah. There you go.
Quartering controversy causes deletion/removal of at least one of his channels. The Incredible Salt Mine has been deleted. What happened here? What's going on?
By the way, everyone knew he erased it immediately.
Two channels gone as Quartering removes his BitChute account of 52,000 subscribers. Now, as we all know, it's impossible to get flagged off of BitChute. They'll allow anything on BitChute. Seriously.
So he's trying to say that we flagged him when deleting his BitChute at the same time.
What he's actually doing here, it's twofold. He's trying to hide the evidence of all of the crazy shit he said over the years and all the bad shit he's done. And also, he's trying to create this narrative that his detractors are flagging him down and his channels are under attack. Okay? It's just crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Oh, yeah.
Jer is deleting videos to prevent archival and analysis. So far, he hid 85 videos that we can see on Social Blade. Mass deletion alert. The Quartering is currently wiping videos. 89 videos gone. Salt Mines podcast gone, tweets gone, BitChute gone. What is Jeremy Hambly trying to hide now?
By the way, he can't hide anything because it's been archived a month ago. Not even like he just was found out and he just
the moment he got into this controversy, he should have deleted all of this shit. Or if he had any sense, did this a long time ago. So then he's at the Brewers game getting blackout drunk. Let's go Brewers. Look at him. He's blackout, bro.
I thought it was AI, by the way. His teeth.
Oh,
like, look
man.
weird. Doesn't it look like his teeth look strange there?
It does.
The fuck? All right.
Bering goes, quartering. Are you going to acknowledge TISM being deleted? What the fuck is going on? Quartering says, every live stream I have ever done has now disappeared from YouTube, and my podcast channel with 2 friends seems to have been banned. I'm sure it's totally not false flaggers and just a coincidence, but please take a moment to create a Rumble account and follow the quartering there.
No way.
To be honest, it is my opinion. This is obviously because of mass false flagging from the very people who claim to be against it. So blaming us. These losers never cared about free speech. They are worse than anything they ever accused anyone of. He's drunk.
How did he think this would work?
Because he was blackout drunk. He was drunk and on drugs at the Brewers game. And in his mind, the gears started to turn. This is how I'm going to turn it all around. Now, if he had any fucking sense at all, he would have had Teddy Feezer flag down the Salt Mine channel and then blame it on us. That's what should have happened. He should have coordinated it in his Discord for everybody to flag his channel so that he could then claim the shit. But the thing is, had he done that, he would then be a ban evader and he would get fucked. Oh, yeah. But what he's claiming here, he soon retracts because I call out the fact that if this is true, then he's ban evading and the quartering channel has to go down. Yes, so he ended up having to retract this entire fucking thing. But this was a straight up Jeremy Smollett moment. This is a straight up hoax, straight up gay op that he created, that he concocted to try and falsely smear us and his other detractors as being false flaggers when he knew right well that it was him who deleted the entire thing. And he gets caught in this lie and he keeps lying and lying and lying and contradicting himself. And it got to the point, it was so bad, he deleted his Twitter account because he couldn't face the music.
That was so genius what you did. To be like, oh, so you're ban evading? That is actually like the biggest light bulb moment ever. Like, what a feltoning, dude. Here he is.
Then he says, maybe it's a glitch and they will reappear. But based on everything going on, I'm not confident. What do you mean everything going on? Did you get an email from YouTube?
Yeah.
By the way, this guy says it's still showing I'm subbed.
Yeah.
It says this channel's not. Of course, that's so weird. Stop it. Stop it, Jer. Stop it.
Oh, here we go.
So let's take a look at the incredible Salt Mines URL that Kiwi Farms was nice enough to save. If you go to it, you get this message. This channel's not available. That's the message you get when you delete the channel. Now, when you go to Kino Casino Clips URL, you get this message. This account has been terminated for a violation of YouTube's terms of service. So within an hour, the entire narrative was completely
29 minutes.
29 minutes. How he thought he would get away with this is beyond. It's beyond. So Shuan Head just comes in. But we can see when a channel or video is flagged down versus when the owner deletes it themselves. Here's your TISM channel versus the Kino Clip channel that was banned. Why lie about something like this?
Buddy.
Because he's a lying liar that lies and he's trying to falsely smear his detractors. That's what he's doing.
Buddy, that's to like blame us for flagging is
it's
insane.
like when Melanie Mack says, once you tell one lie, you can never be trusted. How many lies are we on now with Jeremy? And this is a proven lie. Within minutes, that was clearly meant as a gay op to destroy the credibility of his detractors, and it completely backfired.
I'm going to be real with you all. I don't know about you, but when I saw this, the first millisecond, I knew it was a lie. And I don't think anyone, we didn't even need evidence, by the way, to know it wasn't us and it was him.
Well, it makes no sense because we've been using that channel to farm clips to felt him.
Exactly.
Like, varicose veins and Kiwi Farms, but it didn't even make any sense because it's all archived anyway. Like, none of it makes any sense. Baring goes, how did we get simultaneously banned from YouTube and Rumble? Because you can't get banned from Rumble.
Oh my God. By the way,
then quartering with the gaslighting here to Baring. This is evil what he did. Looks like the channel is gone. Thanks for fanning the flames, Baring. Great friendship.
And then look, Baring responds with the no copyright strikes.
There it is. No copyright strikes. No community guideline strikes. What are you talking about? The channel hasn't been banned and has no violations whatsoever. All the videos have been deleted. I didn't do it. Dank didn't do it. And that leaves you. And by the way, Quartering will now try and blame it on a rogue editor. If there was a rogue editor, Dankula and Baring would know because they would be added onto the account, but they weren't. Quartering did this, and he continues to lie and try and shift the blame. It's crazy.
The funny thing was him doing this, the BitChute and that YouTube channel being erased at the exact same time is exactly how he got caught with us by doing the Warski and the Clip channel at the exact same time. Two channels can't go down at the same time without someone being part of it.
Such a slimy fucking bastard.
He's so stupid.
It's crazy. So Baring goes, Jeremy just deleted all content from the Salt Mine podcast channel, which he co-hosted with Dankula and myself. Not privated, not unlisted, deleted, without so much as a heads up to his co-hosts. It was never a huge podcast, but it had a loyal audience that stuck with us for 7 years. Wow. For a period of time, we went live from midnight to 2 or 3 a.m. my time to cater for the mostly US audience. It was a love of the game podcast. Now it's erased from history because Jeremy can't handle online banter. You get what you fucking deserve. And by the way, like, although the podcasts still survive in archive format, all the comments are gone. All the live stream chat's gone. All the audience engagement and interaction is gone. And that's part of the reason Quartering swept it up in the first place, is because a lot of the comments and a lot of the live chat was making fun of him. And he always hated it and always wanted to sweep it up, but wasn't able to. And now he finally got his wish in a drunken stupor at the Brewers game.
This was crazy. This was crazy work, and props to Baring for like exposing this.
Baring says, I don't like releasing DMs, but when you take down 7 years of my content without warning, while claiming you're a good boy and would never censor anyone, you can get fucked, Quartering.
Whoa.
Throughout this whole shit show, which you started, I've tried to be fair. It's Mother's Day in Australia. I'm taking my wife and daughter out for lunch. We'll continue this retardation when I get home.
Buddy.
Whoa, buddy.
And now you're bothering Baring during Mother's Day?
Oh, yeah.
Like, fuck off, dude. Like, what the fuck? Look, I hope the 60K it's like, it's not about the views.
So passive aggressive and pathetic.
Insulting.
Just say something. Just say something to the effect of "fuck you, you're a piece of shit, you snaked me." Like, just come out with it, And then Baring goes, "Well, did you not think the video was fair?" And Quartering says, "I didn't watch it."
So then shut your mouth.
And look, you can tell by the way he's typing, by the way, that he's also black.
Oh, he's blacked. Yeah, he's blacked. Yeah.
The fact that it was even made was wild. 10 years friendship equals 60,000 views. LOL. I would love to signal boost your wife's channel getting demonetized, which, by the way, is probably the reason.
Ash, it was remonetized 2 weeks ago. If they were friends, maybe he would have known.
He would know then. Maybe he would know that then. Yeah. But I imagine it was probably his fault. It was demonetized in the first place.
Yep.
And that's him like posting the casino birthday card and laughing. Ha ha ha.
Yep.
I really hope she gets it back, but I can't because I'm the wrong voice now. And he goes, yeah, I think you should watch it, mate. He says, pass.
Then fuck off. Like, this is a person.
Holy.
This is literally alcoholic beyond. Like, where he's doing everything in the wrong. People are explaining, this is what you're doing wrong. He's like, no, it's not right. No,
you
I'm right.
Won't even watch it to know maybe why someone's disagreeing with him.
Yeah.
Then he says, the same reason I didn't make videos on Dank Leo's divorce, he's drunk, and all the wild accusations against him. Even defending him would have been bringing more light to garbage in his life. You 100% have the right to make the video. It's cool, but you were basically the last person I expected to try to profit off this. You ever consider in your mind if that's the case? Maybe it's not about profit. Maybe it's about him trying to do an intervention with you, but maybe it's about him trying to do the right thing and stand by his principles.
About money only. He will backstep, step on, betray his morals or values for a nickel.
What this comes down to ultimately is that quartering is the thief that believes that everyone steals. Because everything for him is about money and profit. He thinks that everyone else is solely motivated by money and profit, which is really, really sad.
Yep.
Then he says, but you were, he says, now I get to embrace the villain character, which is much easier, which by the way, he hasn't even done. He's just been like a crybaby trying to paint himself as the victim. He would be better off defending flagging and censorship and being like, no, this is based. Harassment isn't speech. I have a right to take this content down if I want to because I'm the fucking man. And fuck you if you cry about it, you're a pussy. People would have more respect for that strength than pretending like nothing is happening, making endless excuses and denials, all these strange half measures of posting all this stuff on Twitter and then deleting it the next day. Like he looks like a schizophrenic fucking lunatic. He looks weak. It's pathetic. You know? Then he says, I wish you the best, man. Seriously, not ironically. Now I'm just going to do all the shit people accuse me of because it literally doesn't matter. So there he is saying he's going to flag people down. He's going to brigade people. He's going to harass people. He's going to dox people. He's admitting he's going to do all of that. And he says, my viewers don't give a fuck about 20 years ago internet culture.
Oh, so your viewers don't care you're flagging? Well, you know what?
No. See, he has no principles, right? All he cares about is, will there be consequences for my actions? Will my viewers punish me for that? And his belief is that his viewers are bots and people in nursing homes, like boomers that don't know anything. So in his mind, yeah, they won't care if he does harassment campaigns or doxing campaigns or flagging campaigns or blackmail Sydney Watson or anything like that, because he'll just get away with it. So for him, he has no actual principles. It's all about whether or not he can get away with it, which, buddy, you're not going to get away with it. Then Bering says, if I wanted to profit off of it, I would have made a bunch of videos from the minute this kicked off. I waited until I spoke to both sides and I released a very measured statement because I was being dragged into this. You weren't being dragged into Dank's divorce. I didn't bring any personal stuff into my video. In fact, I stated I was staying away from the peripheral drama. You really should watch the video before you get all pissy about it, man.
Belted. Absolutely mangled there.
Whoa, buddy.
Are you thinking you're going to flag channels? Yeah, I'm flagging everyone. I'm calling my rep. Everyone's getting banned. He's trying to say in jest, but he did do that. He did. We saw the reports and we saw the channels going down at the same time. Stop it.
Stop, man.
And I bet you now, too, he's going to like start actually like flagging 10 times more. How much?
Oh, yeah. 100%.
Oh, yeah.
Then, you know, Bering says, you need to calm down and stop drinking, mate. Go watch my video. He says, nope, everyone is cooked. Remember, I can ban anyone I want. It's on. Like, this is crazy because he's actually, in all seriousness, in all seriousness, he went to Josh Moon and said that he can get any channel he wants taken down.
And he did.
All he needs to do is make one call to his YouTube rep, and it's curtains for them. So then when you make comments like this, of course people are going to say that you've admitted to it, because you have now multiple times. So Bering says, listen, you sound like an irrational woman, this is an insult to women. Like, this is like a schizophrenic mental patient.
Oh, this is beyond women. Like, come on.
You're coming at me for a video you didn't even watch. If you did, you'd realize I want the best for you. And then he goes, you called me a fucking alcoholic, which is insane. What's insane, Jer, is you claiming you didn't watch the video and then referencing something he said in the video. So you did watch the video, but we all know you're an alcoholic.
Ash, what's insane is being surprised. Someone called you an alcoholic when you're drunk all the time.
We caught you with the bottle of Fireball in your hand after you said you quit drinking.
You know what's funny? Bering in his video said that he had a problem with alcohol 4 years ago. I had a problem with alcohol years ago, and I've fucking knocked it off. Jer, you are the fucking biggest alcoholic I've seen in I don't even know how long.
There's clips of this guy saying, like, if a day ends in Y, I'm drinking. Which is amazing to say he drinks every day. Like, there's multiple clips of him saying, like, he drinks like 5 days a week. And,
he's misspelling. He's deleting tweets. He's spiraling. He's drunk on stream.
Listen,
he's mushmouth.
If he wasn't an alcoholic, he needs to be checked into an asylum or the hospital, because he clearly has something wrong with his brain then that's quite serious.
But he smashed those pills, the Xanax, and then drank a fucking sex on the beach at the game. Like, what are we doing here?
So that was the end of it. Then Quartering says, what does this even mean? We gonna do a new episode? I'm ready. So disingenuous. And then he wonders why people are pissed at him. You're the one crying bloody murder that the archives got flagged down, man. What do you mean?
And here we go.
So Flash just points out, if it was flagged, it would say for policy violations. Quartering thinks he can delete stuff and cry victim. He thinks everyone's as dumb as him. Okay?
This is worse than a toddler's lies.
It is.
Eating cookies.
It really is.
It's like, bro.
Yep. And I just point this out. And then the retraction came within a few minutes. If this was true, which it isn't, he deleted it himself. Isn't he now an admitted ban evader on YouTube?
Exactly.
Playing real retarded games, Jer.
Mm-hmm.
I think it wasn't even 4 minutes later that Quartering then retracts because he realized he was checkmated and was going to lose everything. So then he goes, looks like this is 100% my fault. You think? You think? I was not clear on videos I wanted my editor to delete. The editor didn't delete the salt mine videos because there was only 3 people who had the power to do that. Dankula, Bering, and you. And it was you. So I don't know why you're lying like this.
Wait.
Why lie?
Ash, so you're telling me the editor was told to delete some videos and deleted every single video?
He was a rogue editor. No, if it was the editor, you obviously gave the order for it all to be taken down.
So it's the DM.
What employee is going to nuke an entire fucking channel without permission? Like, what are we doing here? By the way, was this guy fired for this? You want to explain? Then he goes, I am working to restore what I can, and I will give the boys all the episodes to re-upload. I had just been testing a theory. Hold on. He had just been testing a theory that live streams drag channels down? What? All of the posts on the Salt Mine channel were live streams, Jer. What? It doesn't make any sense. And then you also deleted all the live streams off the other channel. Well, he's going to walk back this explanation later because he knew it made no sense and give an entirely different explanation.
I'm going to be real.
This is mental illness.
I think I only made it to this explanation, to be honest. I'm not going to lie.
Oh, my God. So here he is, drunk out of his mind. Everything is achieved. Please re-upload.
I did see this.
You mean everything everything is archived? Like, I thought he might have ended it all when he said everything is achieved. Like, it's like Jesus on the cross saying it is finished. Like, I don't know. Like, holy fuck, man.
Everything is achieved.
Do not redeem, sir. Everything is achieved, sir. So then he says re-uploads all approved. I hope it will be back. What do you mean approved? Like, what? They don't need your permission to re-upload their own fucking podcast. Their channel is gone and can't be brought back, by the way.
Fully approved all re-upload.
I don't know what the issue is, but yes, please re-upload. Well, who would know then?
No, the thing is,
you just told us.
It's already archived. No one cares. What Bering and Dankula are upset about is you removed all the chats, all the comments, the history of that channel. The archives will always exist. They exist of our fucking channel, right? But it's
my God.
view count, the moment it was uploaded, the history, the achievement of that not like, okay, upload. Okay, Bering, make a new channel and upload them. Like, what? Who cares?
What?
It's over. You ruined it.
It's just crazy.
You ruined it. Done. Oh, here we go.
Oh my God. So then he said, I should not send signal messages while driving to a baseball game. So he's admitting that he's texting and driving and probably also drinking and driving by the sounds of it. By the way, like, why say signal messages? Like, it's, like, just, why do you, it's like over explaining, you know what I mean? Like, he's just an obvious liar. Then he says, I just wanted to clear live streams from my main channel.
I know why.
Not all channels. Hold on. From his main channel, not all channels. Then why aren't all the live streams off the Quartering Rumble?
She said Signal because Signal erases your messages.
Yes.
So when they ask for the DMs, it'll be deleted. Yeah. And sorry,
exactly.
And your
so he can't provide. Yeah. So he can't provide any proof of it because Signal automatically erases the messages. Right. The only thing that matters is the salt mine, really, and I am pretty sure I have them archived somewhere. What? Wait, what?
Oh. I'm pretty sure I have them archived. You deleted 2 channels. You fucking mongoloid bitch. Fuck.
So the Quartering community noted twice in one night. Oof. Probably stop compulsively lying. Deleting all your videos to pretend you got flagged to play victim is psychotic behavior. Take a few months off and go to rehab. There's the community note. A co-host for one of the affected channels revealed no strikes were issued by YouTube. This content was deleted by Jeremy. No user reports could remove this volume of content from multiple channels across 3 unaffiliated sites at the same time. Maybe Jer's YouTube rep could do it, but, that's about it.
The fact that he thought this would work is crazy.
So Bering then says, no, they are not on BitChute. 404 page not found. This may also occur if a user has removed their own video. Looks like they've been permanently memory hold, Quartering.
Here you go.
And here it is. We've always been at war with East Asia.
Oh.
This is like the 1984 level gaslighting. 2 + 2 is 5. The chocolate ration was increased from 50 grams to 40 grams. We've always been at war with East Asia. It's just crazy. War is peace, ignorance is knowledge. And this is the same shit Chrissy Mayer does. And then they wonder why people are so pissed off. Let's just keep going.
Yeah, Lambo Calrissian for a stomp 5,000 kicks, saying, I love the idea that he did have that theory, though. Like, yeah, Jer, it's the live streams, not the low energy slop coverage and dog shit shorts where you look and make yourself look like a total fag for pennies. And also, by the way, you steal content. Yeah. That's what was the 6-year-old podcast was deleted. Yeah.
So he goes, just got home after an amazing Brewers win. I had my editor delete live streams because they were dragging down the channels. Lost in the Mix was an old podcast from 2 years ago. What? It doesn't make any sense. It was an entire channel, not one podcast. There are several archives of it, and feel free to re-upload. And then he gives a more accurate explanation that contradicts the prior explanation.
There we go.
People were using 10-year-old live streams to try and ruin my life. And so I said, delete them all. That wasn't clear about the podcast channel that was on me. So you're admitting that when you said it was about the algorithm, that was a lie. So now we're on a different explanation because that explanation didn't make any fucking sense whatsoever.
He's admitting
so
it.
Now, wait, but it's like, Jeremy, if what you said on a live stream can ruin your life, isn't that pretty fucking pathetic? Maybe you shouldn't have said that shit then, huh? But everybody else has to be held accountable for what they say, right? The people who are saying that they were celebrating Charlie Kirk's death, you said they should be fired from their jobs and lose everything. They should be held accountable for their words, right? But when you get held accountable for your statements, it's wrong. Explain that. It doesn't make sense.
Okay, but again, I don't understand how he didn't think everything was already downloaded within day one. He's so stupid.
I really don't know. I think really the real answer is it wasn't even about hiding it, and it wasn't about the algorithm. It was a gay op designed to make it look like we flagged down his channel.
Fair.
I think that's the real motivation.
Why add BitChute to that then?
That's true. I think that it is also he's trying to hide stuff, but it was all already archived. Well, Cope and Seethe here just points out it makes literally no sense. The quartering live streams remain up, and even if you wanted to clear lives, why would the editor even have permission to remove a channel? Honestly, man, this is a new level of fucking absurd. That's the thing. Like, it wasn't his live streams were still up on the main quartering channel. They were just removed from Quartercast, Hambly, and they were still up on the main Rumble. Like, none of this makes any sense.
It's drunk. That's all I can say. It's just drunk talking.
So then Bering just points out the complete insanity of all this. In the space of a couple of hours, quartering went from the haters got our channel banned to this is Bering's fault for fanning the flames to it must be a YouTube glitch that is simultaneously deleting all of our videos from Rumble somehow to it's totally my editor's fault. That rascally editor did this. Whoopsie. Stop it. Get some help.
The fuck? And by the way, he was noted here as well.
Yes.
He was noted there as well, like instant.
So Dankula wakes up and he's pissed. For fuck's sake. Love waking up to seeing years of work going right down the fucking tubes. The salt mine has been completely deleted on multiple platforms, all episodes. If me and Bering can restore it, we will. But that was shit tons of episodes. And I doubt we can get them all back. Well, they are all archived, but it's just the channel's gone. So he says, I have a rule of taking things to DMs with someone I have a history with. And I talk to them privately if I have a problem with them, which is what I've been doing the past few weeks. So he's admitting he's been trying to tard wrangle Jer for weeks now.
Yeah, of course.
Mentally, haven't had it in me for a while to be involved in drama. But years of my and Bering's work getting pointlessly yeeted has me pretty fucking furious. Dankula doesn't want to be involved in this. Quartering has forced him to be involved. He says, and I understand that it wasn't some major popular podcast, and we never even really advertised it to grow it, and that it ended up becoming a big meme with the show where it was like a secret special show for the small audience of the real G's who followed all our work, and it's genuinely such a waste after all that work we put in.
And it's, again, memories. It's like the shit you've done in the past are just like wiped because of a drunk fucking retard.
It's such an unforced error.
There we go.
And
it's
so
all saved.
It's all been archived, and I knew it was archived. Then Jer must have known also. I don't know what he was thinking.
Maybe he didn't.
So then Dick Masterson of all people comes in. He also preemptively said he used Signal to message his editor, knowing that people would demand proof, even though no one ever says they use Signal specifically.
Yeah. Well, it was deleted because Signal.
And then Josh just goes, imagine deleting something made by and then lying directly to your own friends only because you're so afraid of all the dumb shit you said yourself. It wasn't his to delete. Dankula and Bering made it with him. Now who the fuck will ever work with him? Dented troglodyte? Well, probably Chrissy Mayer. because she doesn't have many other options.
By the way, that'll be a fun version of the quartering cast, won't it?
Yeah. When Ralph's dunking on you, you know it's truly over. The quartering keeps shocking me with his stupidity. I've had some tailspins, but this one out of jail is quickly moving up the all-time list, man.
Go off, Ralph.
Radicalizing Dankula and Bering was probably the dumbest thing he could do right now. Well, he would continue, Ralph. Don't worry. He would continue to make insane decisions. So Jeremy continues to erase years of work because of the Kino Casino controversy. He's now erasing everything he did with Sydney Watson,
Spotify,
all the community notes archives on Spotify. By the way, I have them all archived, Jeremy.
Let's go.
So you're fucked. So he goes, okay, so there was no channel ban. Yeah, we know. He says, I freaked out and overreacted because I, and he didn't put a space, was getting spammed about a channel being gone. You weren't. I removed all my old live streams. They were being used against me and clip farmed. So what? Like, you're afraid of what's in them? You don't stand by the things that you've said? Okay. I have an old podcast I did that got caught up in it. I will try to restore. My apologies to my co-host. People did still go back and listen and enjoy those episodes. So I'll try to find the archives to be re-uploaded.
Don't worry, Jer. It's been handled. It's been handled, Jer. But he acts like, oh, I'll fix it. No. Don't worry. No one needs your help. They're dealing with it on their own now. We have the archives. Don't worry, Jer. You've done enough. Thank you.
That'll do, Jer. So you blamed false flaggers for your live streams disappearing, and now you admit it was you? This is why nobody believes you.
Yes, I wasn't sure what was happening.
Yeah, I wasn't sure what was happening. I was wrong. No, you gave the order to the editor. But let's be real, there was no editor. There was no single. He did this directly himself.
Of course.
He was the only one who could. Oh, my God.
I don't even know what to...
So let's get out of this folder. And this is now where he deletes his Twitter. Okay. So he couldn't handle Bering and Dankula pressing him. I think Dankula DMing him and being like, what the fuck, man? He didn't have the balls to answer for it. So rather than actually explain to Dankula his complete mental health crisis, he just deleted his Twitter in shame, like a bitch. And the thing is, if he doesn't bring back that Twitter within the next 30 days, it's gone forever.
Good.
All the 300,000 followers gone. And he shouldn't. That site is not good for him or his mental health whatsoever. He should let it die, but he won't. He'll probably be back on there tomorrow. If I was to hazard a guess, by the end of the week, certainly. Okay. So he says, taking a social media break. Wait, you're still going to be on YouTube and live stream? Like, you probably should get the fuck off the entire internet. He says, we'll still have regular daily videos and live streams. But in case you noticed, my X account is gone. It's because it has been really an insane battlefield. Not really. You're just fucking spiraling like a lunatic while you're drunk. That I am 100% making worse by interacting with and egging some of these folks on. You think? We've only been telling you this for weeks. In fact, I can't think of one good thing Twitter has done for me in a long time. And the constant negativity is having a real world effect on me. Finally, the truth. This guy for weeks has been saying, he's unbothered, smiley faces, you'll never affect me, I'm flourishing, I'm in my lane, none of this matters. But then at the same time, he's been completely ass blasted, said his wife's living in fear, all this stuff. Like, these two things can't be true. Like, they can't be true at the same time. But he wants to have it every which way, right? And I'm just glad he's finally admitting that this is affecting him. because it is. It obviously is. And this makes him lose face, which is, again, in his Indian dominated mind, the worst thing in the world for him is to lose face and lose his frame and his control, right? He says, it's making me do and say things that I just never would have before. Come on, buddy. It's the fucking booze. And it's your ego, okay? It's not Twitter's fault. Take some actual responsibility for your own actions, bud.
He won't.
Holy shit.
Oh, by
and
the way,
I can see it's become
Ash,
a problem for me.
Update. The CEO of BitChute actually said that the video was set to hidden. Or the channel was set to hidden. He goes, you can just unhide it.
Will he unhide it?
Oh, there you go. That's the CEO of BitChute saying you can just unhide it, by the way.
So he says, going to take that time I was wasting there and focus on improving myself and being a better person. How many times have we heard this before? Stop saying it and start doing it. Take actual actions to improve your life instead of telling us you're going to. Okay. He says he's going to join some stuff at church. What are you going to join at church? You don't even attend. Shut the fuck up. Do you know his main concern when he walked into church for the first time was how he could sell them coffee? Yeah.
Yeah.
So he says, I don't know really, just focusing on positive stuff. See you all tomorrow. Okay.
And also smashing the wine, right? He was at the wine.
Yeah.
Like you would go in line 10 times on the wine section. All right.
Okay.
Here we go.
Oh my God. So this was his on Twitter before he deleted it. Says, I'm going to take the advice and get off social media for a while. Apparently his mind, social media is just Twitter, and he's able to live stream and do videos and also without any issue, apparently. He says, it really sucks that people around me are getting dragged into all this bullshit, and he's truly sorry for that. He will stop antagonizing the mob. I really doubt it. And it's not the mob. Like, this is insane. You're the one. Anyway, because it only makes it worse for them. I didn't really know how much bullshit others around me were dealing with, and I am sorry. Didn't you say that your wife was living in constant fear and couldn't even answer the door? But you don't know how much bullshit people around you are dealing with?
Sure, she's so scared.
This is like, just be honest for once.
What are we
I don't want to tag them because it would unintentionally create a target. But privately, several people have told me how insane it's gotten.
No one.
Publicly, we all see how insane it's gotten. What the fuck?
Buddy, but it's
all I can really do here is shut up, and hopefully they will leave them alone. I don't even understand why they're attacking them. Then you're a disingenuous liar and you're full of shit.
Fuck you.
Who is them? Like,
Chrissy.
what is he talking about?
Literally Chrissy.
Yeah,
that's it. That's the only person. If anyone else is in his DMs defending him, figure it out, bro, because you're going to have felt it. Like, honestly, like if you're defending
he's just an innocent victim, everybody.
There he is.
So the account doesn't exist. Quartering's Twitter deleted. Suffragere. Now, Ralph has a theory. Is the Quartering trying to hide DMs of his shady behavior by deactivating his account?
Yes, that's what I thought too when that first happened.
By the way, I will also point out, we had nothing to do with this. Like, there was some guy saying there was going to be a lawsuit. He never talked to us. We have no interest in pursuing litigation at this time. But I wonder if Jeremy actually shot his pants and started deleting everything because he was worried what might come out in discovery in a lawsuit. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if that was the case.
It holds within 7 years in their data centers. Yeah. So you can't hide that shit, bro.
Yeah.
Just going to say that right now.
You know it's bad when even Cat Turd is dunking on you. And you're like a right-wing MAGA guy, and Cat Turd is dunking on you.
He quote tweeted me. I got 1,000 retweets. 1,000 retweets on my tweet because the Cat Turd retweeting me.
Holy.
There you are, right there, yeah.
Quartering has deleted his Twitter account. No big loss. Ultra rare Cat Turd dub. Ring it up. Cat Turd die. Holy.
I have to see because I'm actually, my tweet is at 700K views. That's insane. Belted. Here we go.
So, Quartering decided to pin a troll comment targeting his wife because Jeremy wants people to feel bad for him. What a moron.
Someone says Jeremy
pinning that this guy's going to R, that they're going to R his wife.
We don't agree with that.
My personal belief is that this is Jeremy on an alt account posting this stuff so that he can straw man his detractors and say that they're all saying this crazy stuff. Well, that's my actual belief, because why would you pin that otherwise? It doesn't make sense.
Also, Ash, look at his display picture. Wait, there is none.
It's a fresh Google account. So Jeremy is spending his break from social media reading and deleting hate comments on his own post. He's going through and censoring everybody and arguing with people in there. And then, of course, Quartering said that he was taking a break from Twitter. But a few minutes ago, Jeremy posted a video on his other channel and showed that he's still browsing Twitter on a sock account.
Yes.
What happened to your break? You can see him there clearly signed into Twitter. He's not browsing outside of an account.
I saw video version too.
So
he's doing that
he
too,
lied. Then Hannah Claire locked down her comments. Hannah Claire now officially sweeping for Quartering. HCB has locked down her replies on X. Her two most recent posts are now limited. And then she would not appear on the Quartering show on Monday. And in fact, she will not be appearing until November, apparently now, which we're going to see on Quarter. She's gone.
She'll never be back on November. Come on.
No.
HCB, what the fuck? Like, wake up, bitch.
Now, this is very interesting. And I took this with a grain of salt, but with all the other developments surrounding Camelot and the Sydney Watson DMs and everything, I'm starting to believe this might actually be the case. Camelot says that somebody close to Quartering, I'm not sure if this is one of his editors, one of his close family friends or a family member or whoever reached out, maybe the bull himself, Mr. Sellers, reached out to Camelot and gave him some very interesting information that Jer is very close to insolvency and might be bankrupt very soon. That might explain his behavior. Let's have a look.
By the way, these are all theories I had like independently from this.
Roll on. I have some DMs. I can't share the DMs because I've been talking to the people, and I've had some other things from other people who have talked to Jeremy personally. And let's just say, stuff's getting bad.
Woo.
Personally,
it is,
and that's all I can say.
He'll say,
but
more.
He'll say more.
They're not going to keep you up when you have $20,000 a month in a nut. His mortgage is $10,000.
Yeah, that's brutal, bro.
When your basic necessities of life are $20,000 a month or more, that's tough, man. And your income is not matching that. So every month you're going 5 figures into debt. That's bad.
He pays Melanie Mac $4,000 or $5,000 a month. Pays Hannah Claire $4,000 or $5,000 a month.
Can I just say it's $8,000 a month on like the most.
I actually think it's double that. I actually think I'm pretty sure Hannah Claire does 4 shows at $500 a pop. So she's getting $2,000 a week times 4 is $8,000. And then Mel is getting half that. She's getting 4.
Unless
so I think
he's
it's like
reduced it.
Well, I think he's had to increase it to keep them, to be honest.
Then he has every other thing he's currently financing. 25, 30 grand a month. He's making 3.
Like the cars, the Cybertruck, all his other cars,
the maintenance for his fish tanks and his
5 vacuums.
The orchard that the orange orchard, or the tree farm that he apparently was going to start, the studio he's apparently building,
the
car. Remember the car wash? He said he was building a car wash. He was building a studio compound with a built-in car wash and a bowling alley as well. Did you remember that? He pays for like the highest level of dog food and pet food for, You know, his multiple dogs, multiple cats. Like, I think he said something like he was spending $1,200 a month on dog food alone.
Yeah.
I remember that. Yeah. I might be wrong about that number, but I think it was $1,200
or
a month
grand
on dog
or something.
food.
But yeah, it was something like around there. Yes, for sure. 100%.
You know, and so it's like when you live, he's living his lifestyle beyond his means, not just at the limit of his means, but beyond his means and going into debt. And he just always thought that the money would come in the same as it always did. And now that it's dipped, he's panicking and freaking out.
Again, remember the last show? I saw his leaked $50,000 a month from like 2022 or 2020. And
people want a Camelot sticker.
Yeah, I know.
Look at that.
I know.
Let's get 10 subs for him then.
So
he's been putting in some work.
Oh, he's great. He's amazing. He's fucking killing it. But I predicted with like all the math, I'm like, it's probably $4,000 a month. And he'll confirm that and actually say a crazier number.
$3,000 a month on YouTube and nothing else.
Oh, yeah. You hear that? Look.
He's making $3,000 a month on YouTube and nothing else.
I bet you it's lower now. I bet you it's actually lower because remember, he's paying for ads. So he's making $10 a month on YouTube.
Yeah.
My man is fucked. My man is on the border of bankruptcy.
Ooh, let's go.
Oh, it is true.
Let's go.
It is true.
Fuck you, Jer.
Do you think I'm making this up?
Nope.
How do I know this? Interesting. Very interesting.
Oh, it's someone just gave him the rundown about the truth. Like someone's like, listen, I don't know
I don't know who it would have been. So I take it with some grain of salt, but I think it has more credibility, especially after Sydney Watson and apparently other people were speaking with Camelot directly. Mm-hmm. I think it's very plausible that this is actually the case.
You want to know my theory? I don't know if it's true. It's one of his editors he had to fire. It's got to be because the editor had access to the back end, right? The editor saw the income.
But would he tell the editor his like monthly expenses? Maybe to make excuses for why.
I know this for a fact. If you have a manager who could adjust and upload videos, they're able to see your back end, including your income.
Ultimately, somebody did point out in chat, it is still speculation without a definitive source, but I do want to believe.
Speculation.
By the way, we got Ziggy for 50 subs.
Let's go, Ziggy. Big support.
And Deep South EDC for a sub as well. Imagine it was Maggie that snaked him.
Buddy, I'm telling you, it's one of the editors. Because the editor probably saw and all that shit. So, yep.
Well, Meme Copium says it's not the editor because Camelot said it was his streamer friend. Oh. Ricada is the only one that deleted his tweets to sweep for quartering. Would Jer really have told Ricada all this shit?
Yeah, drunk.
See, I kind of believe that there's some really suspect shit going on with the whole Nexium cult thing and Jeremy and Ricada and their cuckold bull swinger lifestyles and Chrissy Mayer and all of the whores that she manages. And she's kind of like a madame at a brothel. Like, I really believe there's, in my heart, there is something to that. I can't prove it, but I really think there is some sort of greasy conspiracy going on. So maybe Ricada really did know and is snaking Jer. But if that's the case, he's playing a dangerous game because whatever sort of weird sex cult they're all tied up in, it'll expose all of them if it comes out. So
let's say a birdie told me. Let's just say this.
I 100% believe him, by the way. There's not even like a pick with a grain of salt. For me, it's like I believe completely.
Somebody goes, it's too much like a movie. Just wait until next week when Jer gets charged with sex trafficking. That, like what's gonna happen next? Like the story is insane. Like it just keeps getting crazier and crazier. Bro. And for those of you who didn't see the Sydney Watson stuff, like it's like, holy fuck.
If he's not in a sex cult, I'll be shocked, in my opinion.
That it's almost over. Because his overhead is about 5 to 6 times what he's pulling in right now.
Right, the YouTube is done. Shut it down.
I'll let you know further. I'm trying, guys. But that's all I could say. I'm chipping away
Camelot, if you're watching, tell me.
as hard as I can to get it on. All right. Thank you guys.
Camelot,
well, that's the thing.
me.
Sydney Watson did say it would be mutually assured destruction. And that's why I think she did walk back some of her claims. And you just got to wonder, what does that mean? Like, what is there to learn? And I just wish somebody would burn it all fucking down.